Here we are. Thursday night.
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh.
Welcome to Live, friends. We are alive and live on Thursday night Dungeons and Dragons. So you know it must be Nerd League Gaming.
Here we are.
I forgot my volume's on, so you're going to hear yourself talk for a second. Oops.
Double dose.
We are professionals, by the way. This is what we do for a living. We play Dungeons and Dragons once a week on Thursday, and that's it. That's all we do. It's actually all we do.
It's our entire life. It's just one day a week.
Would that were the case, my friends. No, we are but a fledgling group of professional players. Nah, fuck that. We're not professionals. We're just having fun playing Dungeons and Dragons. But we are glad to see our friends here on Thursday night. I think this will be a pretty fun session overall. We have the usual group. Of course, everyone knows the Fax Fox. No, really, everyone. Telling you.
Nobody knows me.
Next,
I'm not at all.
Everybody knows you.
Everyone.
everyone's
Everyone
other
sitting at this table, basically.
everyone's other favorite bear, of course, is Hector. I learned this idea about bears not long ago from you guys.
You just learned
How
about
did you
that?
just learn the concept of bears?
Look, man, you know, I'm innocent. What can I say? I'm innocent.
There is a clip floating around on Twitch somewhere of me talking about how popular I am in the bear community from like a year and a half ago.
That's
You also talked about how popular you are in the bear community with us as well.
where I heard of this from. This whole thing.
What's up?
It's fair.
You know what? You're expanding your horizons for everyone.
That's right. That's right.
That's great. Speaking of bears, of course, we have our unbear, Anna, the lovely
Our unbear.
Anna. Is
Our unbear?
yeah, well, bears are the guys, then you're the
I don't
unbear. They're
know
not got the.
How the math works for that, Roy?
Look, I don't.
Honestly, I like unbear better than token female. Like
I don't-
I like being
not a
unbear better.
I don't know what the nomenclature is for the bear system. Okay, I'm not really sure. Sorry.
Bears have to be men, so try again. So
But
I
not
guess I
that-
am an unbear, but also like I don't know. I'm done talking.
and of course the voice of reason and our amazing journalist John. Yes, we're all. Oh God, now I have all the sound effects. I should be doing this shit. My bad. So we are here. It is Thursday, the Thursday before Christmas, which reminds me. Turns out, do you know in Canada they have holidays that are different than in America? Can you believe that? Can you believe there are actually places that don't like
Insane.
subscribe to the American
Indians.
holiday schedule? Crazy.
I mean, wow.
Yeah. So next week is Boxing Day, and this other thing, Christmas, I guess. Some people celebrate Christmas still, apparently. So we are not going to be here next week. So this week we're going to make it twice as fun, since we're not going to be here next week. Something like that. I don't know. We're going to get into the game here. Anybody have
I
any
don't want to
fun?
make promises.
No? Come on, man. Gonna hype it up, man.
I can't make promises.
We might. All right. Anybody have any fun life announcements before we get there? I know we're still doing. What else do you have? Oh, yeah, Saturday. Oh, I hear that tomorrow night, DM Josh is going to be running his game again on Friday night. So if anybody's interested in that, come tune in. I know that Fox, you're still doing your Saturday gig on League of Legends.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Unlikely.
I'm in. It's on my list. I told you, it's on my list to crash that. Can we like duo that? Don't you need a partner?
By all means.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I wanna play.
I'm not playing ranked, so it's like
I want to play.
everybody's. Yeah, you're more than welcome.
Hell yeah.
I played my first ranked game today. In fact, ever. It turns out I'm
How'd you
actually.
do? Did you win?
You know, I'm not.
No, he
These
didn't.
things
It's not
are
always about winning, you know.
I don't like to kiss and
It's an
tell.
overrated concept.
Thank you, John. You know, thank you. John's right. It's not about winning. You know, it's
It's about
playing
that I
the
tried my
game.
hardest.
That's right.
I got this neat little participation trophy.
I did get a key fragment, so that's like a participation
There you
trophy.
go.
It's
It's like a participation trophy.
right. Okay. All that said, let's forget about the real world for a while. Let's take ourselves. Let's hearken to a day once upon a time in the fabled city of Waterdeep, as our heroes are at the opera. If you missed last week's opera session, I suggest going back and no, absolutely. I say go back and watch
You should go watch it. We dealt with a phantom. He was at the opera.
It's pretty fantastic.
It's pretty.
There's
fantastic.
a chandelier.
It's pretty fantastic.
A piano was there. I'm pretty sure.
So the party did in fact manage to deal with the opera. They created the opera themselves on the spot. A great bit of impromptu work by the crew, and they are in the process of leaving the opera. They talked with Mert, the moneylender, and he, I believe, established he was going to loan you guys. No, not loan you guys money. He was going to have a partnership in the play. He's going to fix it up.
He's
For
going to fund it
20%
in
stake.
exchange
For 20%.
8%.
Woo, that's a lot. All right, so he's an equal partner with you guys. Fantastic. So that work is going to get started, and he as you guys are kind of finishing up, he sort of he mentioned you. He says, "Oh, Zavroski, so you're quite the entertainer. You get around and see a lot of things around town. Am I right in this?"
Oh, of course.
Of course, I'm right in this. Yes. Well, come on. Why wouldn't I be right about this? Look. Have you ever considered joining the Harpers? Have you ever heard of us? Them? That organization? You ever heard of them?
A little bit.
Yeah. So this group, they pride themselves on knowledge. They are collectors of knowledge. They know things, and they keep things in check via that knowledge. We could use someone like yourself, perhaps like all of you, but like yourself, who gets around town and can remember things and takes good notes about things.
I do keep myself aware of my surroundings. Is there any organizations that I wouldn't be allowed to join if I was with the Harpers? I know the Grey Hand has been interested in our group.
The Grey Hands, really? Vazra has she talked to you already then?
We did something for her not too long ago.
Indeed. You see his eyes like logging all this information as you say this. He says, "Yes, well, that is interesting indeed. So you're one of the Grey Hands then. You guys have the badges of the Grey Hands."
I'm not sure if it's official yet.
Associated, sir.
Ah, I see. I would say that would be impressive. The Grey Hands, they're an exclusive group. They do not give out their membership lightly. But that they are interested in you speaks volumes of your character. Yes, no, of course. If you need to work with the Grey Hands, that's actually even better. Yes. Oh no. Yes, Zavroski. I think you should get in well with the Grey Hands and become a Harper as well. Come, my friends. Let us chat.
Sure. Tell me more about all of the benefits of joining the Harpers.
Ah, well. You will be in our network. And let's face it, friends, knowledge is power. And if you are in our network, then we will share our knowledge with you. And that is a boon. Indeed. But I get ahead of myself.
What kind of things do you know?
And here you see the sort of genuine smile sort of break his face. He's like, "The Harpers know much. We know a lot." But I get ahead of myself. We should say, let's see if we are a good match. I have a small errand perhaps you could run for me.
Sure, go on.
Yes. Well, you see, one of the drays here in town, the dray, those are those little small carriages that are pulled by horses. It's like they fit just a couple of people in there. One of the drays here in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. She wears a violet flower behind her left ear. She's pretty easy to spot. Locate her and see if Maxine has any information on the Zentarum agents in hiding. Write any details you find on the blank side of this bird, and he hands you what you know is one of those folded pieces of paper that are a paper bird. Release it.
Paper birds.
Release it and send it back to me, and we shall consider this completed.
And that opens up us to the information of the Harpers, is what you're saying?
Oh, well.
At least on an inquiry basis, maybe.
This would open the door to the information to the Harpers, let's say.
Yes,
there
yes.
would be a long
We're not
way
going
to
to jump
go.
too far ahead. Yes, I understand.
Don't worry. You won't. Oh, sorry.
Hence,
So you say Dre pulled by a talking mare. Maxine has this information?
Yes. Well, I suppose so. You should talk to her and see what she knows. Never underestimate the horses. They listen.
Any markings of how this mare looks? Or is she the talk of the town and easy to find?
No, well, she is. She is a. Oh, what the hell, brown? She is a brown mare. But you'll spot her with the flower. I believe that is a unique marking for her.
Flower in her ear, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Is
there a timeline when you'd like this sent to you by?
Oh, well, I expect you could do this tomorrow, couldn't you?
Likely.
Ah, excellent. Well, then. Easy enough. I'll see you then. Or I'll hear from you then.
guys, we are the pretty girl at the dance. Everybody
Ooh.
wants to play with us.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
I figure we should do this quickly tomorrow. Don't want to. It's good to be on good terms with your business partners to start, at least.
I think it should just stay that way all the way through. You don't want to.
Ideally.
Yeah. let's just try and keep it on the straight and narrow with that.
Where is? Sorry, I mean, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I believe being independent contractors would serve us better.
See, after that stint with the Xanathars, Cole, see, I like where your head's at. I like the way you think. This is why we're both. That's why we left the Xanathars together, because same headspace. I like it. I don't want. I'm. You know what? I just got out of a long-term relationship,
if
and I'm
you
not ready
two-
for this commitment.
And possibly Elona, I'm not sure if she even listened to what we were discussing, aren't wanting to join. I can be the contact. I can be the one that gets the knowledge from the Harpers. I believe it'd be good to have you're on the ground in this city. So if you just want me to be the one in the group, that's fine
Well,
with me.
I just want to point out that we've done some work with the Zents, and so we might have conflicts of interest at some point in time,
Well,
and we should be aware
I
of
very much prefer to join a more legal organization.
Oh, definitely. But what I'm
So-
saying is we've got ties to the Zents, and they may call on us, and I don't know if the Harpers are calling on us and the Zents are calling on us, and it's kind of conflicting interest stuff. Then I just see problems. I see problems. I think we should focus on the bar. I really do think we should focus on the bar,
That's fair.
and maybe the Grey Hand. I'm just saying the Grey Hand might be a good way to go.
Of course, the Grey Hand is obviously a good choice.
They have the best leader. I'm just saying.
On this, I agree with you. If we were to join one of these groups, the Greyhounds would be the one. At least in my opinion.
All right. So what's the plan? Just headed back home tonight, then?
First, we get the power.
Time
then
to
we get the
celebrate.
money.
Then we get the power.
Just where are the bitches in this equation?
I
They're
don't know.
coming. They're coming.
All right. Anybody get anything happening tonight besides head at home?
You know, Zavroski doesn't go home.
Well,
Zavroski goes to his current
He goes-
home, which
he
is
goes
not
home.
at the Troll Skull Manor.
When does work? When did we discuss when work begins on the Troll Skull Manor? Like, is this like going to be a right away thing? Like, are we going to be out of a home? Is what I'm asking.
Ooh,
Where are
good
we
question.
staying during construction? Discuss this on
That's
the
a
walk
good
back
question.
to Troll Skull.
Yeah.
We need a place to live, people.
I mean,
I don't want to
No.
go. Listen, I don't want to have to go and to my dad and be like, "Hey, can I crash on the couch?" I'm not.
okay, but well, we even though work will be doing on the manor, we can still stay there.
Fair. Cool. I'm cool with living in a house and just under construction. It's just I know that being in a house that's under construction puts a lot of strain on relationships. So we just got to work through that and make sure that the renovation goes well.
All we really need is a roof for the moment, no?
Fortunately, this
Which
house
should be
is
good.
big enough
Should
that
be
you may
good.
be able to like find spaces where you're not like under current construction or whatever. That might
Right.
work
Yeah,
out a
but the
little bit
kitchen reno always causes problems.
better. Boy, that's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah. All right, so you guys. Oh snap! Okay, you guys do head back to town. It's in the evening, and you guys do. You're headed back to town, and as you're headed out one of the main thoroughfares, you guys hear from a side street. You hear what sounds like a yelp or a small screech. It's like that is
that a chipmunk?
quickly shut off.
What the hell was that?
What did it sound like? Human? Or
Yeah, maybe
don't know.
human, maybe a
like-
human woman's
Oh, yeah, I see.
like yell, like but it was abruptly cut off.
Cut short.
Yeah.
down an
Would we
alleyway?
identify
or
that
what
as
direction?
like a? Yeah. No.
No, it's like off a side street. So you would have to like turn off of here and then. But it's relatively unpopulated right now, but you don't see, you looking down the street. There's nothing that you see obvious that would have caused this.
It literally just looks like a great place to get stabbed.
And we just got through that.
So it's not a problem. We can keep walking. There we go.
All I heard was a parrot.
I mean, this is New York, so I mean, we should do what New York would do.
So ignore it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to stab me, so I'm like not gonna give a fuck.
All right, you guys continue on.
Zavroski would just say a cursory, "Are you okay?" down whatever hallway it is.
Or street, like I said, it's a side street, a small
side street.
small side street. Yeah. There is no sounds coming from the side street.
See, I told you it was just a bird.
No way to know what it was without going down that side street, and I don't know. That seems dangerous.
But we've conquered so much danger before. But
I
whatever
mean, we
you'd
only
like to
conquer
do.
danger when Cole has his dick out. So
I mean, we were being.
Do you need to
paid
take
for
a
the-
piss, Cole?
We were being paid for the
I
other
went
danger.
before we left.
All right.
All right, so you guys continue on. You do manage to get home. Why don't I have?
Somebody just died, and we didn't save them.
That's fine.
Maybe.
It's weird that it's like weighing on my conscience right now.
All right, so you guys get
Already?
home.
already,
As,
that was a
just
fast
as me
turnaround.
personally, as me, not Jake, as me personally, it's weighing on my conscience.
Well, that sucks. Too bad.
But
you
as
can't
Jake,
date.
Listen.
Jake, yeah,
Listen, you
Jake's
as a
had a few
person would not
drinks.
survive in. You
That's true,
never
that's
check
true.
out what the sound is.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you're gonna be that first bitch in a horror movie. Hello, and then you get killed. Like
Probably.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
that's. I'm gonna go have sex.
There's
and, like,
nobody
get-
in here with an axe.
I'm sure there's
Have
nobody
sex
here with an axe, right?
Yeah,
We're all good here. Everybody, we're all friends here. We're all fine.
Everything's fine.
How are you? We're fine. All right, you guys make it back to the house. You next day. Oh,
Whoa, that was a good sleep.
actually, when you get
Laughed
back to the
right out
house,
there.
when you get back to the house tonight, there is the as you push it, like you push the door open and it like closes back on you, sort of forcefully.
On who?
Whoever's going in first.
I think for fun it should be Jake.
That's fine. Something's wrong with this goddamn door. It's jammed or something.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody's on the other side pushing it back at you or something. It's weird.
There's definitely something. We need to oil this door for sure. Maybe just replace the hinges altogether. But I mean, we're doing a reno, so we'll go with that for now. Try and open it. Try and like give it a good
You
shoulder.
can kind of push a shoulder to it. Yeah, and kind of. It must have just been stuck. Now it just flies open, and you kind of stumble into the room. Like, whoa, okay, all right.
Roy, is there?
I'm telling you, these doors, these hinges, rusted right up, seized right over. Unbelievable. Can't wait to get this place fixed up so we don't have to deal with this anymore.
There
It's
any
unacceptable.
signage outside, like on the door or something hanging from a post or something?
Yeah, not here anymore. There is actually like a post where there once may have been a sign, but it's just a post now.
And nothing
And
on
there
the
will be
door?
a sign again.
No, the door. This place looks pretty nondescript, except it's a big. I mean, in this small alley, this is actually a big manor house in the alley. It's like this giant house. But yeah, it looks like I said. It looks like it used to be set up for that, but anything that may have been hanging is just gone.
Okay. Because this place has been by itself for years, right?
Yeah, yes, long since anyone's used this place. Any kind of cool stuff that may have been around probably has been pilfered or fallen into disrepair. So, all right, the next day dawns with a cool fog, a cool day, and a fog covers the city in the morning of. Day 4. All right, who's got plans for today? Anyone?
Time to go find Mayor Maxine. So he's going down to Troll Skull to see who wants to come with.
Well, we need to go and visit the Tavern Keepers Guild guy. What's his name again? What was his name?
Broxley?
The short guy, Broxley. Yeah, that short guy.
Broccoli?
We need to go visit Broxley and pay him this money to get this thing rolling. We pay him, he fixes up the bar. I think that's how it worked.
All right.
I mean, we have that to do as well.
Talk to my dad at some point.
I also wanted to see the record holder for the manor.
All right. So you guys are as you guys are hanging out, sort of doing your breakfast thing, getting ready to start the day. The door to the manor sort of crashes open, and in runs the small girl. She's probably no older than
Quite strong for her age.
older than 7 or 8. She
Ooh, super strong for her age.
she what?
Super strong for her age.
No, not
Crashed
you.
that door wide open. Oh.
Anna, what?
I was kidding.
Jeez, Anna. Card laid's a card played, Anna. Sorry. Murder.
That's fine.
Elona murders this 8-year-old girl
Cool.
before she says anything.
Shit out of an 8-year-old child. Like, that's fine with me.
Dear God,
Elona, no!
you
And-
changed.
No, I
And
haven't.
she this young girl, she kind of opens the door and she walks in and she's like, "Oh, a scary dungeon. Whatever shall I do?" And then this young boy, probably her same age. In fact, he strongly resembles her. Looking at them, he looks much like her. He walks in brandishing this light practice sword, and he walks in and he says, "Fear not, my lady. I shall vanquish the monsters in this place." And he kind of looks around and he sees you, Elona. He's like,
Oh, no.
"Ah, monster, have at thee!" And he like charges at you with this little
Oh
practice
no, this
sword
poor
of his.
child.
Oh, doesn't know any better.
Yeah,
This poor child.
Well, he's like this
Can
little
Jake
bitty.
intercept with a grab to the scuff of the neck? Like,
You could look. These
grab
are
by that
like little
collar?
bitty kids. You could anything you
Yeah,
want
but-
to these kids. They're like little bitty kids. They're like obviously, I don't know, whatever they're doing. Actually, not obviously, they're engaged in some game or something. And so, but you could easily. It wouldn't even
Grab
be
him
an
by the
attack
collar
roll.
and just kind of spin him away from Elona before he because she'll do a lot more than like grab him by the collar. I feel like.
Well,
I
that's
feel
not
like
a,
things could go bad.
all right.
Zavroski's gonna like say, "Watch out for the monster's
Oh,
breath,"
no.
and like use prestidigitation to have
that's it.
sparks fly out towards the kids to try and like.
I do believe my hit has been cashed in.
Yeah, they look at you. Your what's been cashed in?
I believe your son is telling me to punch this small child because he paid me bits to do so.
You can't punch no, you can, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All right, so Zavroski, as you're deciding, Zavroski like spits this out, and this kid looks, he's like, ah! And he does this little sort of awkward tumble, and he gets up and he says, "Foul demon, I shall slay you!" And he puts his sword, he charges at you with his sword. Yeah!
Is he charging Zavroski now? Or who's he charging?
Oh no, I thought you did that like the Elona was like breathing out. Yeah. So he's charging. He's charging at Elona. He's like, "Foul monster, foul dragon, I shall slay thee!" And his apparent sister says, "Oh, thank you, Sir Brave Knight. You are my hero." And he charges at you, Elona, with his sword raised.
Can I just like hold out one hand and hold it on his forehead to just keep him away from me?
Yes, actually, you can.
I thought an uppercut was coming. I fully thought an uppercut was coming.
You thought what was coming?
An uppercut.
No, see, my hit has not been cashed in yet, and I won't actually hit a child, so...
So he runs at you, and you hold him on his sword. It's like, ha, 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 this demon is too strong. I cannot kill it. What? Ah! And he sort of finally he says he throws his sword on the ground. I am a failure. I am sorry, my lady. I cannot save you. Kill me, demon. Have your way with me.
Elona looks to Jake.
He throws himself on the ground. Ah!
Just one punch.
Were we this weird as kids?
This is fantastic.
I think we did this exact fucking thing. No, we were too busy breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
We were too busy, how old are you? And she's gonna look down at the kid who's like on the ground screaming.
He's actually like, I'm a failure. I'm terrible. Ah.
Hey,
You
failure
are a
boy.
failure. Get the hell out.
How old are you?
The girl that's sitting there, she looks at you. She says, "He's 8, and you are not very nice."
When we were 8, I think that's what did we do when we were 8? Something dumb.
I hope not. I'd like to think.
I mean,
we
like
weren't-
not this dumb. This is
I'd
ridiculous.
like to think we weren't like this level of dumb. Yeah.
She's
No,
not that
we would-
mean. She's
we
just a
would
bit
do-
harsh on the exterior. It's all right. Once you get to know her, she's fine
Worse.
company.
A lot worse.
Fine
actually.
company,
Is a
Don't
bar a
talk to
suitable
me.
place for kids?
But
I
she's
feel
kind
like
of-
kids shouldn't be here.
she's kind of big and muscular. She looks like a guy though, and she's kind of
Kid, you
greenish.
have a lot to learn.
And she's kind of greenish.
I
She's
would
like
like
an
to
orc.
pick up the child.
She's like an orc, isn't she?
Can I pick up the child?
The girl child.
Yeah, whoever's talking.
In what manner would you
whoever's
like to
running
pick
their
up the
mouth.
girl
By
child?
like the scruff of the by the back of her.
Yeah, you can like grab
dress
her
jacket.
dress, pick her up. She's like, "Oh!"
And I'm just gonna silently walk her to the door and yeet her out.
Yeet. So Jake's saying.
All right.
Boy can stay because he's still screaming. But,
You
the one
in fact,
tell me
as you pick her up, you start to walk towards the door, and you hear this clatter, and you look around, and the boy has like, "What? Get your hands off my sister!" And he pulls up his sword. He like whacks you on the back of the calf, like, "Get out of here!" You know, like, whatever.
I'm gonna do like a gentle kick backwards to just knock him on his ass.
All right. He falls down, and he gets back up. I'm not being defeated so easily, dragon! And he runs back at you again.
Dragon.
Yeah, this guy.
Zavroski's
look
just
like a
gonna hold
dragon to you?
hold his shoulder and stop him from charging. Say,
This kid's got
some
metal,
fights
man.
you can't win. I like your spirit,
I
but
do not care if I can win. I must protect my sister. You don't understand. And he
she'll
runs.
be fine.
No, we've already lost our brother. I must protect my sister. And he kind of raises his shoulder out of you, and he charges at Iagra, and he whacks her on the calf again.
Elona,
You did it again.
Yeah.
You did it again.
Elona, not a young.
God damn it. Sorry.
Do
Elona.
all half orcs look the same to you, Roy?
Roy's racist.
I prefer not to answer that question. I plead the fifth, Your Honor.
So that's a yes.
I've already explained the Elona Yagra connection, so shut up.
Yeah, no, but we can see
Yeah, so this ferocious small child charges once again at you, Elona, and
Ferocious.
whacks you with the sword. Unhand my sister, dragon! And he's like whacking you with his sword.
Can I pick him up in the other hand?
Yeah.
Can I have one child
Yeah.
per arm?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just look at him and go, a bar is no place for a child, and then I will yeet them both out.
All right, so you open the door and you throw these and these kids are dressed in finery, by the way. These aren't like scraggly.
When have I ever respected nobles?
These aren't scraggly kids off the street. These are kids that are clearly dressed in finery, and
Zavroski
well,
will follow
we're
out
about to
and
make
use
friends,
prestidigitation to clean off their clothes when they get up.
you throw them out, and as they land very unceremoniously, this woman kind of walks up, and she is dressed.
Oh, good. I pissed
Oh
off Mom.
goddamn EP.
I pissed off Mom.
She is
Entitled
dressed
parent,
in
doing that.
Yep.
well, she's
How dare you touch my children?
dressed in excellent
My
clothes.
precious angel.
And
my sweet baby.
she looks at the children as they land on the ground, and she looks at you and she says,
Can I help you?
I trust the children
Hello,
were
Gary.
not too much of a burden to you. I know they can get excited sometimes, and they're getting up, and the boy sort of has already kind of stood up and has like assumed a protective stance in front of his sister. And she says, I trust the children were not too unruly with you.
I mean, the back of my calf is a little bruised, but no, they were fine. Maybe keep them out of bars.
Compensation.
I see. Yes. Well, look, perhaps
Fake a neck injury.
perhaps this
Well, I can't
can
hear you.
allow you to simply forget that this ever happened. And she drops a handful of dragons into your hand.
Didn't have to ask. It's always better than when they just cut.
Elona's just gonna shrug, chuck it in her like coin purse, and be like, "Carry on."
Yes. Well, very good.
And then
Good.
she's gonna like look behind the mom's back and just go to the little boy.
Yeah, your read on this. Your read on this is that I have to get back to this. Your read on this is that this isn't a mom so much as probably a
Like a nanny?
nanny. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look behind the nanny and like to the young boy.
And the boy, he gives it back to you. This is a fierce kid. This kid's like, he's whatever. He's not backing
Elona
down.
is unimpressed.
Yeah, he's
She
strong.
doesn't give a fuck.
All right.
He's not 37 feet tall, weighing 400 pounds, full of muscle.
When I was
Yeah,
his
she-
age,
Get
I
outta
was
here.
at least 5'8".
Well, for what he has available, he seems to try. So he points his sword at you, and she actually pulls out this small rod, and she like whacks him with it. She's like, "Carry on."
Hey Jake,
Damn right.
it's like your dad beats the shit out of you.
And they do, and so the children continue down the way out of Troll Skull Alley.
Adoption. Elona.
How much gold did I
adopting a
get?
Child.
You actually have
1 week's wish supply.
10
Oh
dragons.
hell, yeah. 10 dragons. Yeah. Cool. Updated my gold.
Hold on, I have to make some notes here.
She actually just handed me drugs. She's like, I hope this helps. And I'm like, got you.
Important to have it.
Let's see. So that was
Just made things easy this week.
and
And this and that.
No, you can't change your hit to an adoption. I'm not adopting that child.
all right. So you
Elona as
guys.
a parent would be horrible.
All right. So you continue on your day.
Maybe.
So who had conversations they wanted to have this day? I'm gonna skip the whole travel issue if you guys are going singly. What's on the calendar for today? I know, Elona, you had a couple things you wanted to do.
I want to go talk to my dad. I also want to go talk to my lover.
Grimshire?
Iagra.
What the fuck? Don't you dare bring Minuteman into this. Don't you dare bring Minuteman into
Oh, he's not out of the story yet. Don't worry.
Yeah, Yeah, he hates Jake. He'll be back to kill Jake.
All right, so you can head to the.
He'll try.
You can head to the Melshimber estate. That's pretty easy to get to. You get there, and it's daytime, and your dad is captain of the guard. Is actually on duty still. And he greets you. Ah, Elona! Oh, it is good to see you, my daughter.
Do you like have a minute, maybe a couple minutes to talk?
Yes, of course. As many minutes as you'd like. I see you so rarely these days. What are you into? What are you up to these days, my child?
So like, you know how like in the past I never really came to you for advice or like should I do this dumb thing? I kind of just did the dumb thing. Well, now I'm gonna before I do a dumb thing, before I do it.
He sort of I think that's a good idea. Yes. No, please talk to me about this dumb thing that you want to do. You're scaring me, child.
So like, okay, how do I word this?
I know you're not a child. I get that, but to me, you will always be my child.
Yeah. So you remember Jake, right? And you remember the whole persimmon thing where like we got in a lot of trouble and I like went away for some years, like 6 of them.
Yes. We are grateful to Lord Melshimber that you were not more severely punished.
Sure. But so like when I got out, like, you know, not too long ago, I was like, cool, I'm gonna go get to see Jake. Jake's not the same Jake anymore, and like, should I like, I don't know how to get him to be the same Jake anymore, cause like, I was like, maybe I'll go do something really dumb, and then maybe that'll spark it back in him being like, oh yeah, Elona's fun, cause now he's like talking about being with the Gray Hands and like the Black Staff, and
The
like
Gray Hands?
Yeah. That's not like
Jake is a member of the Gray Hands?
well, he wants to be, and like part of it's probably because he wants to fuck the Black Staff, but like also like he's on this streak where he's doing good things, and I don't like it.
Talk to your dad about this.
Because she has nowhere else to
I
go.
don't
Jake.
like.
So
She usually goes to you, bitch, but you can't talk about you to you.
yeah.
That's true.
So let me get this straight, Elona, my dear. You're upset because Jake seems to have sort of redeemed
He's not
himself.
fun anymore. Is really how this works.
Is he not fun, or is he like trying to do the right
really
thing and
boring,
things?
Actually.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right. So fun. By fun, you mean like breaking the law?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So.
Like my first thought was like, let's go steal another persimmon and then bring in the persimmon. Like, hey,
no.
Jake, remember how fun this
No,
was?
by the gods, Elona, don't steal the persimmons again.
Well, see, that's why I came here first, is because like I don't have Jake to bail me out if I do get in trouble again for stealing. So I was just letting you know what I was planning on doing before I do it, so that when I get in trouble again,
right.
you'll be there.
All right. I have an angle. Okay. How about what if we can change how you have fun, right? What if?
I already hate you.
I was waiting for that answer.
What
I
if
already hate you.
instead of breaking the law, you break the bones?
Faces.
The faces, right? You break the faces of the
I like
guys
when
who are breaking the law. You could be like,
Dexter.
a vigilante justice. You could like work outside the lawful channels while still doing good. You could like.
Okay, but like here's the thing: is like I was.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rules I have to follow. And I'm not, I'm not really the rules kind of person.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Ever?
beauty of working outside of vigilante. Right? So you're not like part of the town guard, but you could still like work to like fight the forces of evil, right?
No,
like
I hate
there's
this idea.
no.
I really hate this idea. All I was really asking is like, what level of dumb thing do I have to do to get Jake to be fun again?
Well, I haven't spoken to Jake in some time, so, my daughter, you know that I love you. It is odd as a father to have my daughter ask me how to break the law.
Well, like it's between you and me. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna be like, oh, my dad told me to do that. I'm just you're a
It's not
guy,
about-
he's a guy, and I was like, maybe like you would know how what dumb shit needs to happen.
My daughter, there's more than enough dumb shit in this world. Perhaps the course for you, maybe you could go on an adventure. Leave Waterdeep. You
Like
could leave
pursue it.
Waterdeep. No. Not stealing, but an adventure. Head out into the world. See what the world has to offer you. There are uncountable things in this world whose faces could use breaking. And
Like, okay, I'm hearing you. I am listening with my ears. The issue with that is, if Jake comes with me on this adventure, he's gonna want to do things the right way now,
yeah,
and I hate it.
but that
a
could,
lot.
but that doing things the right way isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, but it is
Oh,
because he's boring.
well,
And then we have a couple other people who joined us who are even worse, and I feel like it's their fault that he's boring.
it might be. Maybe you guys
I
need to
think
get out
so.
of
Like,
town.
I killed them. Is what I'm hearing.
That's not actually what I'm saying. But maybe leaving town is the best thing. Maybe leaving Waterdeep and heading out on a life of adventure.
Well, I
The
don't think
world is
Jake's gonna
so
leave
big,
Waterdeep
my child.
either. I
Well,
don't think Jake's gonna want to leave Waterdeep either. So like,
you've
can't
got
do that.
series of tough decisions. But you can't.
I think I'm just gonna go steal another persimmon.
No, you can't break the law. You've got to follow the law, Elona. We've been over
That trip
this.
would take weeks.
We've been
Okay,
over
well,
this.
okay, next
All
question.
of us have our
question.
reputations staked.
Am I breaking the law if I don't get caught?
That's a technicality.
Elona, all of us have staked our entire reputations upon you, my dear.
Which was a horrible decision. I just want to point that out.
You're my daughter. I would make the same decision twice over, were it given to me.
But only twice over.
But only twice, no more.
2 chances. No 3 strikes. This ain't baseball.
I would beseech you, work within the laws of the city. Make friends in high places. The more friends you have in high places, the more the laws may understand your actions. You hear what I'm saying? Okay. All things can be forgiven by the lords, by the masked council, by people in high positions. Those small things can be forgiven.
Is that why Jake wants to fuck the black staff?
There's lots
Don't-
of reasons for that.
Oh, Elona, you are my special daughter. I do cherish you so much, so very much.
Your only daughter.
Well, yes,
Unless
but
you're not telling me something.
but I do love you. I think the best advice I can give you is to find your place outside the city. Perhaps the rules of the city of Waterdeep are too restrictive for you. Your spirit is too strong, too free to be restrained by the rules of this place. Mayhap your path lies outside the city of Waterdeep. Though I would still strongly beg of you that while you are in the city of Waterdeep, mostly at least play by the rules. Until you can find your way out, until you can find your path out of the city, please stay out of the courts. Stay respectful of the magisters.
Fine.
I love you, my dear child. My heart is you. You are my heart.
Embrace.
That's really sappy.
He's a dad. You're his daughter. Come on.
No, she said that to him.
Oh. He's like,
Don't be so
yeah.
sappy, Dad.
He's like, yes,
Dad's
yes,
Tom.
it is. And he brings you in for a hug and a kiss. I do love you. Now, give Jake my regards.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh.
Say it again.
Who else? Who else is going out today in the city of Waterdeep? Cole, you had
Jake
something.
was gonna go visit the guild to use the writ to pay for all the renovations and get that all started. I don't think that really needs. I don't know how. All right, maybe it does. Maybe.
Yeah, just a minute. We'll meet Broxley. You can go to the guild and meet Broxley and give him the writ from Mert. He's like, "Is this real? It's real."
Yeah, this is really writ.
Whoa! All right.
We're making moves, Broxley.
Yeah. Well, it's not the first writ from Mert I've had, so yeah, sure. So we'll verify this, and then I'll have the crews over. So you can expect a lot of activity. We're gonna have the meat guild. We're gonna have the bakers guild. We're gonna have the plasters guild. The roofers are gonna be there. The painters, the dung sweepers. We're gonna have all these guys in here within the 10-day. We're gonna get this rocking and rolling. We're gonna get you guys started. It's good doing business with you, Jake Melshimber.
Absolutely love it. Do I get like a receipt?
Receipt?
Yeah, like some kind of piece of paper that determines like I gave you this writ and now you are going to do this work for me.
I'm just gonna.
I feel like Zavroski would want me to get a receipt.
All right. Here, look. Hey, he writes some. He pulls out a quill and here. I
puts his stamp on it. I assume he like wax.
Yeah, I receive blah 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 blah, and he actually his signature. He's a signature at the bottom. He puts on there, and he's like, "All right, here,
roll it up, put it in the pocket."
All right, you got it.
I feel like Zavroski would be proud of me.
All right, Cole, what do you have happening today?
Gonna try to find the lady that was keeping the records of the manor. Try to talk to her about the history of the place.
Yeah, so this will be kind of like in the sort of the Waterdeep equivalent of town hall, and there is a extensive record system of property ownerships and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So what are you looking for exactly?
Previous owners, if any violent acts happened at the manor, any reports.
If it's fucking haunted.
Any reports of other people being haunted by this place, former employees, people that have gone missing in the area, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well then, in that case, you need. All right. So what you can find out is the history of.
Like I would want to go at least like 3 or 4 previous owners, if that's available.
It is, if I find my notes. Hold on.
My notes.
Well,
My
my
brand.
notes.
Toast my notes. Toast need to see my notes, man.
Mana.
Mana.
I have a friend with a vanity license plate that says Menomina.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Phenomena.
Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
Do 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 do. Look, we're more entertaining than the Grognards when Roy needs to find something.
I know. I should have all this stuff.
At least we're
right
not
here.
telling dad jokes.
I mean, we could.
No, don't you fucking
I
dare.
honestly, I wouldn't know. I might know some next decade. Hey now, no reason
There it
to
is.
talk shit.
Why isn't that there?
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Play.
100 bits to anyone who tells a dad joke.
No. Don't do it. No one take that deal. No one do it.
I can't be.
Hector, I'm watching you. You see that eye twitching. Stop it.
Somewhere, I'm sorry. Somewhere, I actually have the
Oh, it went up to 200 bits.
freaking history of this.
But does it count as inspiration, or is he just giving us bits?
No, it's for dad jokes. He's
I
paying
know,
for
but
dad
like, would it
jokes.
count? Because 200 bits is inspiration. Would it count as inspiration?
He's saying yes.
I don't think you get to decide that.
think
I say we
he's
say
gonna
no.
Donate inspiration to the first dad joke he hears.
God darn it. La 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 la. Why didn't I know you were gonna do this and have this? The problem is I have too many notes. I have too many notes, and it is not well organized. That's not the right notes. Hold on, I'm close. That's not the right notes.
Oh, did I tell you guys earlier today? My daughter walks up to me and goes, "Can I have a bookmark?" I'm like, "Kid still doesn't know my name's Tim." Jesus.
I thought you
I
changed
believe
your
somebody
name.
owes me 100 bits.
Didn't you change your name?
I had to use my real name for the sake of the joke.
I'm in physical pain.
I had to.
Did you though? Did you?
Yeah,
have to?
it's for the channel.
Did you?
I do what's best for the channel, and that's what was best for the channel at the time.
Well, at least you're fun when you're not Jake.
He's pretty fun when he is Jake too.
Not to
That's right.
Elona.
I just don't
He's not
break the
fun
law.
anymore. And it's all Zavroski's fault.
He doesn't beat up people,
Oh
steal
man.
things.
Yep, it was all those VO lessons.
It was all the
Yeah.
viol lessons. He's not. It's all Zavroski's fault. So Elona just has to, steal a persimmon, and then maybe everything will be fine.
And Elona will never be seen again.
Yeah, no, she'll end up in prison. Jake's gonna be like, "Where the fuck is Elona?" And everyone's gonna be like, "I don't know." Learn on the fucking news that she's in prison. Persimmon
Alright.
Heist 2.0 somehow goes worse when there's only one person.
I have to think about this. All right, I need to think about this. Cole, you have stumped the DM. Congratulations. I
All right, you can prepare that later and just tell me off stream.
but I have it. I have it, and I want to find it. And
Got it. So while this is going on, Jake is back at the Trollskull Manor, boiling water.
boiling water.
Yeah.
Gonna
So
make
you can
tea?
drink it and not die?
No, he's making holy water. He's just gonna boil the hell out of it.
What's that? What?
That one was free. That one was free. If you didn't get that, that's your fault. That was
Terrible dad
classic.
joke.
That was a good joke.
That's
That was
a
good
solid
joke. That was
solid joke.
I quit. I quit the game. I'm done.
I have to
Find another
admit.
player.
I have to admit, that's pretty good joke. Fine.
That's it. I'm done. It's over.
Do, 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 do.
I am surprised I managed to go to the
Oh.
Melshimber residence and away from the
God.
Melshimber residence without having to interact with your dad.
Okay.
Thank
He's not always there. It's the middle of the day. He has a job.
That's fair. I just assume he sits on his ass and is just a dickbag the entire day.
Well, I mean, he
I mean,
might do
that's
that
at
the
least
office. That's the
60% of his
office.
day.
Yeah, that's at the office though. He's not one of those work from home kind of magisters.
All right. So the ownership of the tavern, what you find out is that the tavern was recently bought at public auction by Volotham Gedarm. Before that, this was so we're in 1489, so about a decade ago, a halfling clan called the Curl Bottoms bought the property.
Roll bottoms.
Curl Bottoms, like curl.
Okay.
Curl, yeah.
What an unfortunate last name.
Yeah, Curl Bottoms, they bought the property, but they didn't reopen the tavern. They just basically used it as a residence for all that time. And then they moved to Never. Apparently, they left. And the property sat abandoned for many years. Before that, it was owned by several different people, but apparently it just sort of kept changing hands. There was a couple called the Morleys who bought it maybe a few decades ago. Within that time, And before that, the ownership was apparently bought something like 45 years ago. It was apparently bought by someone named Leaf, and that person owned it before the
45
Morleys.
years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Morleys took it over around 40 years ago. And then they owned it for about a decade. Then it changed hands several times. Then the Curl
This
Bottoms.
sounds like the beginning of the Bible. I'm just going to say. It's
It really does.
Yeah, so this place has been owned by many, many people,
Okay.
according to the records.
Okay. Have there been any murders in that in the bar? Have there been any murders in the surrounding locations?
Geez, yeah. So this is the records of ownership of the place.
Okay,
The
where would I
question
find
of-
history of the place?
Good question. I mean, city records would basically just give you city records, changes of ownership.
Right.
History of the place. That's tougher.
Have
Would
to
you
try and track down some of these people?
maybe, or locals, or how would you find out the history of a place here in Waterdeep?
I mean, the people that I know have information about it just keep skirting around it like Volo. It's like, but what do you know?
Yeah.
So
Though Volo is just the most recent owner, so he's not somebody
Right.
who's been around this area for a very long time. So he may, he, like you, may have checked city records and such, but he may not have. He's only owned this place for apparently a couple of months,
Okay.
because he bought it at auction.
okay. While I'm at this place, would I be able to find out if there was actual signage on this place and what it said?
City records don't hold any information about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not, like I said. There's a record of historical ownership, but other than that, there's really not much to go on. The records in this time, as you can imagine, are kind of sparse. Just having the record of ownership
it's always just listed as Troll Skull Manor.
That's right. That's right. In fact, it's listed as the address in Troll Skull Alley. Yeah, this is actually number 1 Troll Skull Alley. So that's the actual address of the place.
We're number 1.
Okay. Well, he will absorb that information and share it with the group when he gets back.
All right. John, what's this they got in store for you?
Trying to find the fancy Mare Maxine.
The fancy Mare Maxine. That's a relatively easy thing to do. It'll take you some time, but you can definitely do it. You kind of know where Maxine's supposed to be. You will hang out for a while down there, and
He's
eventually
going to pick up whatever he thinks Mare would eat the most. Carrots? Something?
You tell me. I'm not telling you. Carrots. All right. You have carrots.
Is there any word on the street of people feeding Maxine anything?
This is in fact, so you recognize Maxine as you're sort of hanging out, and you're hanging out and thinking, okay, carrots are good. I think carrots are good. Are carrots good? I don't know if carrots are good. And out of the corner of your eye, you see another one of those carts go by, and you look and you check it out, and there's a flower. So you see what you think is the horse Maxine.
All right. So this is, what is Maxine doing as just pulling, is she pulling people or pulling goods, or what is?
No, she's pulling. So this is a dray. What the hell's that called? A drav. What?
Nothing.
Who knows? What's the name of that thing? It's a DRA something. Hold on. I wish I could remember everything. Remember there was a time when you could remember everything?
No.
No.
Never.
I used to
My
remember
brain's
everything.
never worked right.
Dray. God damn it. All right, Dray. Yes, you see this horse. She's pulling a Dray. The Dray has a driver, and it's got 2 passengers in the back of it, and they're kind of walking down the street, going past you.
Zavroski will tip his hat at the driver and say, "Good day, sir. Is it all right if I talk with this beautiful Maxine here?"
Maxine.
You just ask that man to speak with his horse.
He looks
Yeah,
back. He looks
he
back
did.
at the couple. He's like, Maxine. Yeah, sure. You could talk with.
No, I mean your horse.
My horse.
Is this not the talking mare Maxine?
Talking mare, Maxine. It's a horse, dude. What are you talking about?
I've heard rumors.
I bet you
The mare
have.
with the horse in her ear.
Let me guess. You've heard those rumors down in the dock ward, have you? And they're passing you by, like they're not slowing down. He's like, yes, well.
He's walking with.
Oh yeah.
Or-
He's like, yes, of course. The city is full of talking horses. You talk away. Talk to the horse all you'd like. And the couple in the back's like,
He's gonna go up to the mare and
so she's
All the
walking in
while,
like
all the while, the horse is going.
yeah. Well, and the horse. So this is kind of tough because the horse is going down the street and you're trying to walk next to the horse, but these are like the crowded streets of Waterdeep. So you're like, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, and you're like trying to keep up with this horse as they're going through the street, through the crowd.
all right. I guess he's gonna wait, and then he's gonna hire the dray once the passengers get off eventually.
All right. So you follow it for a few more blocks, and then the passengers get out, and he's and you're like, sir, I need your dray. And he's like, oh yeah, the horse guy. Sure, of course.
The horse guy.
Where are you headed?
I'll
Great
just
the
he'll
horse
slide over a few shards to start, and just keep it here for a moment, and then I'll let you know.
Sure, yeah, sure. Let me guess, you're gonna talk to the horse.
I'll try.
Of course, hey, for 3 shards, you talk to the horse all you want, friend.
Zavroski's gonna be known as the horse guy now in certain circles.
The great
fair.
Zavroski, the horse guy.
The horse guy.
The horse whisperer.
Horse whisperer.
Jesus.
And he goes up with a carrot ready to feed Maxine, I guess.
Snaps off 3 of his fingers.
All right.
Dude, mares are assholes, so
So
probably.
you feed the horse this carrot. It eats the carrot as you would expect the horse would. It looks at you with its eye on that side of its head.
And he goes to, I guess, pet the horse as he's trying to look around for anywhere someone would have slipped a note into a fold of the reins or anything like that.
Zavroski really is a smooth operator when it comes down.
Yeah. You guys
I
roll
would
me
never have thought of that.
roll me a search check.
Is that going to be investigation?
Oh yeah, sure. Investigation.
Yeah,
Or,
sure.
actually, no, that's not. It's
I mean, investigation's kind of
perception.
looking for clues. So,
no,
you know.
perception is finding a thing.
Deduce the location of a hidden object is what it says.
What?
One of the things.
Okay, fine.
Uh,
You've talked me
I
into
can
it.
use perception if you really rather.
No, you've talked me into it.
All right. Do I have anything that can help me before I roll this? I can't bardic inspire myself. Terrible.
Self, you're great. Come on, Self, you're amazing.
All right.
Got this now.
Zavroski pulls out a mirror.
Oh,
I am a strong
he's
and confident bard.
He was so confident in himself, it didn't matter.
All right. There is nothing like any kind
am
of note
beautiful.
or
I am
anything that you
strong.
can find. And as you're looking around, this horse is kind of looking at you, and it's looking at you.
Well, Maxine, if that's your name, this might have been a bust.
Unless
You have some.
You're pretty sure the horse nods.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about some agents in hiding, would you?
The horse kind of looks at it. Looks at you. Kind of looks around.
That look like a nod?
Um,
Was that a no?
this
Was
is
that
a.
yes?
This is a. It doesn't seem to know what you're talking about.
A friend of mine was hoping I could get some information from you. Told me about the nice flower behind your ear and how you might have some information on. He'll whisper very quietly, only so the horse can hear. Hopefully, Zentarum agents.
You see the horse's sort of eyes go wide, and but it looks around again. It looks at you, and it kind of. Do horses have? Can they narrow their eyes? It looks at
Yes,
you.
They
And
can in
They
this.
They have eyelids.
Would it help if I tell you his name?
The horse shrugs.
Or at least he told me he works for the Harpers.
and this it definitely catches your attention, and looks at you.
And would like me to send information on any Zentarum agents in hiding.
All right. The horse.
Tap twice with your paw or your hoof if you have some information for him.
And the horse, it looks at you, and you hear, hey, how long is this gonna take, buddy? I got fares here to get. Come on now.
You were paid. Shut your mouth.
How long does a few shards usually take for a ride?
Well, it's 5 shards to kind of get anywhere you want to get, I guess, depending on how far you want to get.
All right, and he flips 3 more at him.
Now shut.
Fine. How's the horse talking to you? You guys having a good conversation down there?
She's a beautiful horse. You're lucky to have her.
Ah, well, she is a beautiful horse. I do indeed like this horse. And he kind of reaches down and pats her rump. And he looks at this person next to him and he says, this guy, and they start talking blah, blah, blah. And you hear the horse sort of looks at you and he says, I hate it when he touches my ass like that.
So
He
that's
actually
sexual
says that in
harassment.
common or what?
Yeah, in common, actually.
All right.
The horse looks like, it's like the horse, and it kind of like leans over towards you and just like whispers quietly so you can hear it, and then continues sort of looking around.
And then Zavroski gets his writing utensils out for the paper bird and says,
He said, and he looks over and says, "How do I know you're with the Harpers?"
Mert just sent me yesterday, and this is his paper bird to send back to him.
Mert. What does he need to know?
He asked about information on any Zentarum agents in hiding.
Well, I tell you, a few days ago, I did bring a couple. We picked them up at the corner of Net and Dock Street, and we dropped them off at the Yawning Portal. It was a half-elf and this half-orc. She was huge, just beast of a woman. And they were talking about planting agents in the guild. They mentioned the Xanathars. So if they were planting agents in the Xanathars, they must have been Zentarum agents, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, the Xanathars has a few enemies, but yes, Zentarum would probably be number 1.
Well, those are the 2 main guilds in town, right?
Yep.
So, stands to reason they must have been Zentarum. So this half-elf and his half-orc must have been a bodyguard. I'm sure there's Zentarum agents.
Did either one say their names?
Not that I recall, no. Sorry.
He'll describe Yagra a bit and ask if it looked like her.
That definitely sounds like her. Yeah. But all those half-orcs look alike to me.
Racist!
And then he'll describe Dabble and ask, was Dabble a half-elf?
Yes. In fact, it does.
Yeah,
It pretty clearly fits Davil and Iagra.
Told you, conflicts of interest.
Yeah. All right, and you believe that's what Mert and the Harpers would be looking for?
I don't know what they're looking for. I'm just telling you what you asked for and what I saw.
All right. Anything I can do to help you in your current situation? More
No,
food?
This is great. Oh, the carrots are fantastic, actually. If you had a sugar cube or two next time, that'd be even better, though.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Thanks a lot.
I could pay him to stay here for a little bit longer if you wanted to just have some time to yourself.
Oh, no. Horse has to do its work. It's good. Pulling the tray. It's what I do. It gives me purpose.
Very well. Maybe I'll see you around again.
I hope so. You've been very nice. Thanks for the carrots.
And Zavroski will send off the note with all that information.
Yeah, so the horse sort of nuzzles you, and the driver looks down and is like, wow, well, you really made friends down there. I guess you really can talk to horses. Are we done here there, friend?
Yes, some say animal whispering is a gift, and I, the great Zavroski, have many talents. Maybe you should come see me at my next play at the Yawning Portal.
The Yawning Portal. I've been there.
Yes, I play many instruments and put on a great show. First drink on me, sir.
Maybe I will. You know, your coin works well here with me, and the horse seems to like you. How bad could it be? Maybe I'll see you there.
Always be promoting.
All
and
right.
he tips his hat and he's on his way.
All right. So you write down what you know in the bird correctly? Mm-hmm. All right. And
He does not lie.
You give it Mert's name, and you send it off, and it takes off. Flies away. Whew. All right. What a day.
One last thing. Could Jake go visit a blacksmith?
Of course. There's a blacksmith right in the alley where you live if you'd like. There are others, of course, but...
Yeah, any blacksmith will work. The one closest to home is probably the best one for now.
All right.
He wants to get the bullets.
Ammunition.
The ammunition. He wants to get that. He wants to know how much it costs to get that size ball bearing. Basically, he's going to present it as a ball bearing that he's looking to get, because he can get it right now. He's buying his ball bearings 1,000 for a gold piece. So he's hoping he can get these fairly larger gold ball bearings for around the same price.
Well, they would have to cost a lot more. Volumetrically, these would be...
Or you can melt down your 1,000.
Yeah, let's say these are volumetrically 10 times bigger. So...
10 times bigger than the ball bearing?
Yeah. Volumetrically. I'm rounding because 10's an easy number to work with.
Fair enough.
So... Yeah, say sure. So you actually go to the blacksmith in the thing, and there's this fiery skinned guy that's in there, and he's sort of working the anvil as you come in, and you can you can order these from him, and he'll have them. He says it'll take him a day to get these set up for you.
And how much for, you said, so volumetric to be 1 gold piece for 100 then, right?
Sure. Is that right? That sounds really cheap.
Ball bearings 1,000 for a gold piece. I checked before I came to ask this question. I checked how much a ball bearings cost, and it's a gold piece for 1,000 ball bearings.
Jesus.
All right.
So I figure a gold piece for 100 of these bullets would be essentially how it works.
Let's say
have to
10.
worry about ammunition for 3 years.
Yeah, let's say.
Hey, I still need to get the black powder figured out, but I'm working on it.
Let's say 10 to a
20
dragon.
hours is 5 copper, so it's...
Yeah, let's say 10 to a dragon, because these are these have to be sort of well-rounded, right? Like ball bearings, if you just want to throw them somewhere, these are like pieces of metal dropped in water that coalesce in a sphere. So they're roughly spherical, sure. But this is something you're going to want to have like, not machined, of course, but you want them, you want them well-rounded. So for well-rounded bearings, these are like a shard a piece, because they take a bit of work to get the metal, but then it takes a bit of work to actually get them perfectly round, or nearly perfectly round.
Okay, so he'll order, let's go with 20 of them.
Ooh, all right.
On top of what you already have, which is real nice.
Well, I already have 11, so if I get 20 more, I should be sitting pretty.
Yeah.
But these ones won't be poison. Obviously, these are just standard ones that just do standard damage.
Right. Yeah. Those ones you have now are kind of monsters.
Yeah. Well, that's why I want to get normal ammo, so I don't have to waste the poison stuff on
Yeah,
good
those
stuff. Way
those are the
Good idea.
special occasion ammos.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. All right, done. Oh, Jake, when you guys get back to the bar this evening, there is someone in there waiting to talk to you.
How'd you get in here? The door was locked. Who didn't lock the door? God damn it, guys. I told you, last one out, lock the door.
Weren't you the last
You
one to
were the
leave?
last one.
Listen, I said, do what I say, not what I do.
And your old
the last
buddy
one.
Kathos says, "Now, Jake. We know locked doors don't mean much to me. Come on now."
What do you want, Kathos?
The day after tomorrow.
Cole recognize Kathos as well?
Oh yeah, Cole. Oh, you asked me this last time.
I was in
probably,
the Zens
sure.
too. Not the
Yeah.
Zens, the Xanathars. as
Xanathar,
well.
yeah. He says, yes, look. Sunset after next. We need you to
Can you
meet
be more
us.
specific? What do you mean, sunset after next?
So tomorrow night is a sunset, and then the sunset after that. So 2
Okay, I
days.
just want to make sure, like, it's technically sunset right now kind of thing. It's like it's late evening. You could have meant this sunset, and then that would have been tomorrow, and then I would have my whole time schedule screwed up.
Jake, look, my time is important here. What we need you to be at the warehouse directly across from Dock 22.
Doc 24, gotcha.
22, the warehouse directly across. 2 sunsets from now. Don't be late.
Warehouse 2, Doc 22, gotcha.
Jake, don't disappoint us here.
Have I ever disappointed you?
Yes, Jake.
Have I ever let you down, Kathos?
Yes, Jake. Yes, you have. But we've
Well, those
overlooked that.
times were an exception.
Very well. This is an important shipment. We're gonna get this shipment of honey, and we're gonna bring it to, well, wherever the
Why do
honey.
you need me for a shipment of honey? It's honey.
It
Honey's
is
not
honey.
illegal. Just get it in.
It's not about
Jesus.
illegal, Jake. It's about getting it the right way. And, well, this is a special shipment of honey. So, anyway, be there. Don't be late. We expect to see you then. And yeah, this place, quite a dump, Jake. You really need to clean this place up. I was hoping to get a drink while I was here. I guess I'll have to go to the bar across the street. They seem to be open for business.
Enjoy. I mean, we're not actually open.
Yeah, so I see. Well, that's talking to you, eh? And he sort of like...
Always a pleasure, Kathos.
As he usually does, he like too roughly sort of claps you on the shoulder. As if he's
Thanks for keeping it low key.
as if he's trying. And he walks out the door. And a couple of shadows that were sitting outside the door sort of congeal into people and follow him out. And they actually do go across the street to grab a drink or something.
Good. We don't want them here. They're not welcome.
Yeah.
This is a cop bar.
That's right. It will be a cop bar. If it were a cop bar, this wouldn't have happened.
All right. So with that, there is. Oh, jeez.
So that was Warehouse 4 at Dock 12, right?
No.
Warehouse
No.
16 at Dock 4. Come
Still
on.
wrong. Still all wrong. So
I know it added up to 22.
So
Warehouse
much,
13.
Dock 18 at Warehouse 4.
so much wrong here. There's just so much wrong here. Here's my paper.
Plausible deniability.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I know this by now.
All right.
The answer is 7.
Let's see. All right, so this day also goes by. Okay, so the next day dawns foggy again. Cooler than yesterday and foggy yet again. Done. Oh, okay. All right, fine. Fantastic. All right, today is foggy yet again. Does anybody have any special plans for today?
Zavroski wants to ask or tell the group his great idea to get all the local shops to support the opening night. of our tavern by having shout outs during different parts of the opening, maybe during the match or during his live performances. Maybe they'll get pieces of art on the wall with their names on it, something like that, and then we can all enjoy either free gifts or discounts from them in the future.
I like it. I like plans like that.
Zavroski an influencer? Is that
I think
what's
so.
happening now?
That's part
Apparently,
of what
yeah.
he's going to be trying to do here.
I mean, he is
Yeah.
a bard. He should. That's.
He's
he should
going
get
to do
that.
Glamour
the
bard.
So
he's going to do the Captain Shepherd and say, so and so is my favorite shop in the whole of Waterdeep.
Whoa.
All right, so that'll be, you guys be starting getting the word out. In fact, today, as you guys are, yeah.
I just wanted Jake would have written down the information that Kethos gave him.
Yeah.
And he would have sent it to Staggett
How do you send it to Staggett? How?
with the paper bird that Staggett gave me to send to him. So Staggett gave me the paper bird and said,
Yeah,
once
all
you
right.
know what's going on, send me the information, paper bird. Now let him know that allegedly it's just honey. I don't know if that's the bust he wants to go all in on, or if he wants to just kind of let this one slide through, but I'll let him know in the note that however he wants to play it. I assume he'll send me another paper bird. We have a whole day and a half here before we have to worry about it. I assume he'll get me more information back, but for now, I just want to make sure he has all the information that Kethos gave me. And then he can make the call on whether or not we go for this bust, or we let this one slide and we try and get the big one for the next time. That's a Staggett call.
All right. Sold. So you guys,
But he does that when he's on his own, like from his room.
yeah, sure. All right, fair enough. So today, the next or this day comes, and the work crews start showing up. Carpenters, dung sweepers, the like. They come and they start showing up, and they are starting work on the tavern. So you guys are officially getting the tavern in business.
As they're doing that, I want to go to the basement, and I know Jake said this as a joke earlier, but I want to like knock on walls and look for like hollow spots and check the floor, anything.
Well,
Yeah.
they're buried under the concrete, Cole.
Got to see if there's a hollow.
It's true. It's true. I mean, their bodies would rot away and leave like a hollow area that you might be able to notice. So yeah, I like it. I like the idea.
Yeah, no, the basement seems pretty solid to you. It's unoccupied, solid walls. Seems pretty solid. Sorry, disappointing.
He's gonna do that like randomly throughout the house too.
Sure. Okay.
Like try and find like spots that should be like solid wall or and if they're not, something like that.
So Jake noticed that Cole's going around the house and being very like mad sus about something. Because like you're walking around knocking at walls. Like, I just want to know if Jake would notice. That's all.
I mean, that's up to you. I think that's in the, if he didn't want you to notice, we could do some rolls. But if he doesn't care, then
He's not trying to
yeah,
hide.
totally up to you. So yeah, sure.
Well, what you up to, bud?
I'm looking for a final resting place.
I didn't know if something was wrong, Cole. If you need somebody to talk to.
Oh,
I'm here to listen anytime
it's
you
summer
need.
shopping actually.
Oh, summer shop. Okay, I'm so confused by what you're talking about now. What are you doing? Why are you knocking on the walls and?
Hey, I'm just looking for a space. I know you don't believe this, but I truly believe we are haunted. So in many hauntings, the person that is haunting is usually somewhere dead on the property.
So you're looking for a dead body.
Yes, I'm looking for a hollow in the wall or on the floor or something.
So like secret passageways.
Exactly.
I'm down. Let's do this. What do you need me to do?
Try to find a hollow in the walls or the floors or anything that sounds like there's space there that shouldn't be there.
Okay, Jake's in on this. Let's go.
All right, so you guys commit to searching this place top to bottom for secret hollows and such. That's pretty cool. All right, this is a fantastic spot to take a short break. I think let's take 5 or 10. We are going to reset, and when we come back, we'll find out what, if anything, these guys
It's in the
find
house.
while searching this house from top to bottom. See you
And I
soon.
figure before construction starts is the best time to find this thing.
And during construction too, we should be on the
Exactly.
lookout. I mean, now it's. I mean, I don't believe in the ghosts. Listen, I don't believe in the ghosts, but dead bodies are another thing. There could be a dead body in here. I'm down.
Totally dead bodies. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I'm down for solving a murder mystery.
We'll find out soon.
Still don't believe in
That
ghosts.
is exactly what we are trying to do. Yes.
All right. See you in 5. right, and we're. Oh wait, where's all the fancy changing stuff? Fine. All right, we are back. Thank you for Thank you for the patience. We are back, better than ever, or as good as ever, or worse than I don't even know. All right, this day dawns cooler and foggy as yesterday. The work crews have come and they're in here. See, Zavroski, you got business today. You want to do what?
Cast Identify on the books.
All right, the books.
And Cole will be there with him too.
Okay. Casting Identify on the books. In fact, when you cast Identify in the books, you touch them, and again you hear those sort of screams, those sort of souls, the sounds, this cacophony of children's laughter, children's crying, all these things, and what you realize is that these 3 books, each of these books, in fact, is a container of a soul, of a child's soul. And what you're hearing is, but these 3 books are linked together. So they are 3 separate books, but linked together as one. And anytime you touch them, you hear this melange of all their experiences. But it's very hard to try to sort them out. But you know that there are 3 souls contained in these books that are bound to this bookcase.
That's not creepy at all.
All right, he tells Cole that, and if Cole's already talking about doing the search throughout the Troll Skull Manor, he's gonna say if we do find something, it's not gonna be.
I mean, if we find something, it's not going to be pleasant either way.
No, but
I truly believe that along with what you have just told me about these books, that we could very well possibly find the source of our specter within our walls or our floors.
well, let's get searching.
And the knock quest continues.
All right.
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Nobody's
those
answering. All right, next
floorboards?
spot. Knock.
You guys,
Floorboards, potentially?
you guys do continue, and you find a few secret compartments throughout this place, but none that hold anything really of interest. There are no sort of hidden graves or anything that you find searching throughout the place over the next day or so.
Lame.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Okay.
assume that Jake could pick up his ball bearings, and I reduced the gold and added them to my character sheet.
Sounds good.
Uh,
The
Finding
do.
that there's spirits in those books, Cole is going to try to find a temple of some kind.
In here?
In the area.
Oh, I mean, well,
To
Waterdeep.
find a cleric, possibly a grave or death domain. Somebody that's gonna know about spirits and crossing over and all that stuff.
Why
Well,
don't you ask your sugar mama?
you can
Are
definitely.
we gonna direct the crews to avoid the library for now then?
They have other places to work.
I mean, I think they're working in the main bar area
Yeah,
right now, not the house.
Right. So we,
they're pretty much ensuring structural integrity right now.
Foundation work, basically. They're doing basement waterproofing and whatnot.
All right. In fact, as you guys are kind of walking around this day, you hear a scream, and you rush down the stairs, and it turns out that there was a laborer who was up on a ladder trying to do something, and the ladder apparently broke under him, and the laborer fell to the ground, badly injured.
Zavroski will use a healing word
Oh,
to heal whatever injury hopefully befell.
All right. Yeah, you can totally do that. All right. So you heal him. And he's like, "What was that? What was that? What? What?" But
Was the ladder on a rug?
the ladder was not on a rug. And
Damn, there goes my thoughts.
and they
I
get right-
assume the guilds have insured this man.
sure, of course. Yeah, he's a union guy. Yeah, he's
Look, I don't want to have to pay for his injuries. That's all I'm saying.
Was a liver fat? He might have been. But you guys do. So he's healed. Fine. No big deal. The later in the day, there is an incident where as this one guy was cleaning up this system of shelves in the one part of the area, this is like a shelf that contains stuff that was fastened to the wall. This entire shelf thing fell on this guy. Just like falls off the wall randomly and falls in the sky. And he's ended up there. And he is also very, very badly injured. Needing to be taken-
Zavroski also healing where it hit.
Dav is just walking around and he'll
and
hear a
use
crash
all
over
his
the-
spells for the day.
It's only 2. I'm doing okay.
This
Just
isn't
don't
the day
get.
that Jake's going to meet his fucking sketchy friends, so we're fine.
Is that this day or is that the next day? I thought
This
that was the
is
next
all
day.
this day, yeah. In fact, and you guys actually have an encounter in the attic. As you guys are up in the attic, the two of you are up in the attic.
Who's the two of us? There's
Yeah.
4 of us.
This is. I thought it was just you two that were doing the knocking quest.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Alona's
yeah.
gone. Alona's at the Yannick.
I mean,
corner.
Zavroski might help in after he did the identification, but depends.
All right.
If it's easier if only 2 people really fit in the attic, that's
Whoever
fine.
is in the attic at the time, as you guys are up there, the attic door suddenly slams shut.
It does that sometimes. It's the wind.
Yeah, but going back to the door, this door is stuck shut hard. It doesn't open easily. It would require a strength check to actually open.
Doing work on the
guys.
foundation, the house shifted, and now the door is jammed. Great.
What's up with your strength checks, guys?
I'm pretty sure Cole can handle it.
Cole's a +0. I mean, he's the strongest out of all y'all.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, we're getting renovations done. Just break the door down.
If only your door-kicking compatriot was there.
It's true. It's true. This is one of those times when you need Elona and she's not here.
13.
All right, that is not. As you lend to the door, it is actually. It's a pull door, which makes it a little bit harder to try to open. And you pull, and you can't. And as you pull it, you hear Zavroski. You hear or not?
Sure.
All right.
Well, here,
As you-
Everyone's
we'll walk in
trapped.
Jake's room.
As you pull it, you hear
Don't mind
this.
the tissues, guys.
You hear this squeaking noise as if the thing is stuck, and then you hear it squeak, and it like echoes. It echoes more and more and more. And suddenly you see swarms of rats swarming out from the corners, out from the walls, all around you, onto you guys. I need
Wow.
initiative rolls.
Rats?
I think we need to call an exterminator.
God damn it. This is what I get for leaving food out. I'm sorry. I get it now, and I won't do it again.
God damn it, Jake.
I
You
left
and your
the-
midnight sandwiches.
I left some crust and a couple pieces of cheese under the bed. That's my bad, guys.
Ooh, man.
This one is on me.
Jake,
All
we
right.
need to be more careful.
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was a big deal. Oh, the glass of milk. The
God
glass of
damn it,
milk,
the
for
fucking
sure.
milk. All right, Zavroski, you have initiative.
Oh, we get
Is one of
rats.
them on him right now? One of the swarms?
They're
or
they're
they-
all around. So they are. You guys are basically in melee range because the attic's very small. I actually have a map of the attic if we need it. You guys are in. So yeah, you guys are basically in melee range of these. So there's just uncountable numbers of rats
Right.
swarming all over you guys.
We're like
the
back to
swarm,
back
the
being
swarm
swarmed?
closest to him, he's
Sure.
whispering dissonant whispers of discordant melody towards them. So I'll just choose swarm of rats 1.
So now dissonant whispers.
Swarm counts as one entity, doesn't it?
Well, the swarm is many minds. So, for instance, swarms are immune to charm,
Does that-
frightened, paralyzed, petrified, prone, restrained, stunned, grappled. Dissonant whispers.
I think it's just psychic damage.
Yeah, but I think it's on like a single mind. Does that make sense? So if
Gotcha.
one rat
if it's just one rat, then
One
up to
creature.
you.
If it's just one rat, it's going to explode.
Yeah, Dissonant Whispers is one creature. So a swarm, remember, is made up of many, many creatures.
Right.
So they're kind of an interesting. Yeah. So Dissonant Whispers would probably be very ineffective against a swarm of rats.
I mean, I have single target spells here, so
Ooh, man, I
just a
found
stab.
Zavroski's weakness.
I guess he just stabs him with his rapier.
Guys, watch us get taken out by rats.
This would
Alona's
be
gonna
the
walk
worst.
in and be like, "What the fuck happened?
What's going on up there?
Boom.
Get fucked up by some rats?"
He
Wow.
skewers a couple rats.
All right, you do. In fact, you have 4 rats on a skewer. Rat kebab. Yeah, swarms are actually pretty tough because they're like resistant to basically everything.
And then he'll do the first bargain inspiration on. Actually, no, I'll use that other ability I have.
Oh man, where's El
you go.
Ras
Other
Fire
one.
when you need it?
I will use the mantle of
I don't wanna light
inspiration,
our house on fire.
and he suddenly lights up a bit in fey magic, kind of swirling around, and makes him even look even more wondrous than he already is.
Because he's glorious to start with.
And he's like, "We'll slay all these rats, no worries." And he kind of slams them off his rapier, and it gives 5 temp HP to my allies.
Wow, nice man.
It says creatures you can see.
Wondrous
can see-
appearance. Number of creatures you can
So
see.
can
and
I do that to
see?
myself? I believe I can, but self.
I don't think so. It's above the other creatures you can see, right?
Well,
he
you
can see
can see
himself.
yourself.
Look
Mm.
down. You can see yourself.
I see me.
Cross your eyes.
I don't know. I'll leave it up to you, I guess. I'm not sure.
Well, it's not even in my book. What the heck? Where's that from?
What?
It should be from Xanathar's guide
Oh, I
to
can't
everything.
see it.
Wow, I don't have this in there anywhere. Why don't I have that? I have Xanathar's, right? Hold on. Let's take a look at the books. Do so many books. You know what? The internet will know this. All right. What
I have
Mantle of
one
Inspiration?
place I found that says yes. I have not found a place that says no yet, but
Okay. It's a bonus action. Spend one of your inspiration to grant yourself a wondrous appearance. So your number of creatures you can see, and who can see you. Oh, interesting. All right. Let's say yes. If you want to be yes, then we'll do yes. And if it turns out to be
Sweet.
not yet, then whatever.
and I didn't make an ability for this yet. So if you guys want to give yourself 5 temp HP on your
Ooh.
main tab there,
Ooh,
and I'll
nice.
make something that I can drop on you.
That's all it is, really. 5 temp HP.
It also lets them move without drawing attacks of opportunity, but
I
we're
do that
kind of
anyways. I do that anyway.
Ooh, this is
We are
cool.
kind of-
That's a nice boon for me.
Yeah,
There you go.
definitely.
like they can use a reaction to move and not provoke opportunity attacks, but we're kind of in a closed space, so I'm not assuming that's not useful here.
Yep. All right. So
And
Ooh.
that was bardic
Alright.
inspiration used.
All right, so these guys swarm you guys. They're all over you. So each one of you is going to get a swarm attack. Zavroski, 13
Oh
hits
no,
you.
my bad armor class.
What are you? 13 hits you? Come on.
Yep,
Zav,
I'm a
okay.
bard.
Zav.
What do you want?
Survive till level 6 and I got
I
you.
didn't even get hurt.
All
Look at
right,
that.
Zav. There go the temporary
My
hit
wondrous
points.
appearance. They're just biting at the wondrous.
Cole, they cannot penetrate you and
Oh,
That's
Jay.
good. They
Phrasing?
can't penetrate you.
Phrasing, Roy.
I'm really gotta work on my
Phrasing.
wording. My wording tonight is really off, man. Thank you to the perverts here in the party. It's fantastic.
Hi.
Whoop! Getting penetrated by
All right, Cole. These rats are all over you. There's a swarm of rats biting,
Trying to
chawing.
penetrate you.
And
No,
you're
you're
not
trying to
Richard
pet it.
Gere.
But you're not yet penetrated by the rats. So
Jesus Christ. Fuck, where did I go? I just dropped something.
That has to hit a rat.
Does the 21 hit?
by a lot. Oh
Hope
yes.
so.
For 12.
Ooh, this is slashing
And
damage, right?
He's got magic damage now. You should probably type your katana as magic damage as well.
Comma
you-
magic.
If you use the magnifying glass on it, you can put a comma and magic in the type part. And then
Ooh,
if you
if they
actually drop
resist-
that damage on them, it should actually do it properly if you have the magic part on it. But
That's good. This dude's an expert, man. I love that. Let's see. You got that, Cole? What is that?
I believe magic damage is full to swarms, but I could be wrong.
I mean, pretty much the same.
Mm.
You know, I'm not sure either, actually. Let's find out. You got the magic on there?
Yeah. The level 3, his weapon is always
Yep,
magic.
I guess not.
Still
'Cause
resistant.
that looks typed correctly. So
Yeah, it's definitely typed correctly. I would agree. Come here.
it
Wow.
might just be all.
Yeah, it's part of the
Yeah,
nature.
it's just resistant. It doesn't care about magic. Never mind.
Yeah.
And it's not resistant in the sense that we're thinking resistant usually. It's resistant because it's multiple creatures in
Yeah.
one.
Exactly. Yeah. So even a magical
different
sword
than
can only
resist.
hit so many rats in a swing.
Right.
All right. So you kill half a dozen rats in a swing.
Sweet.
And anything else cool?
That'll be it.
All right, Jake.
Let's see how many we can get on one dagger. And Jake's just gonna start stabbing with daggers.
Are we next to each other in that he'd get sneak attack on the one he's stabbing? Or are we
Yeah,
close
sure.
enough?
We were really
Well,
close.
we're all back to back and surrounded by these.
Yeah,
swarms.
yeah. This is a really small space.
Yeah. Oh, crit!
Whoa! Uh-oh. That's gonna be a lot of
He's
rats.
got
on
like
it.
four. He just swooped in and four rats on his blade at once.
Ooh, 7, man.
Plus the 2d6 from your sneak, or is it? It'd be 46 now.
It's 2d6. It's 2d6.
But you crit on that.
Oh yeah, so it should be 4. You're right.
Yep.
Woo! So that's gonna be
Shit, 20?
total,
Woo!
20.
20 damage.
All right.
Bruh.
They are resistant,
just-
but that's a lot of dead rats. All right.
He's piling them up, and he's still got another dagger swing.
Oh, man. All
He's
right.
got another dagger. It just won't have sneak attack. That's all. But that's the other end of the spectrum. Both ends of the spectrum in one.
Feels bad.
Hey, where's
You'd
my
rather
sounds?
that's real good round for you.
Feels bad.
Critting on a sneak
take it.
attack is super good.
Where's my sound effects? Come on, sound
I
effects.
heard
It
it.
happened.
Take it.
It
It
happened.
happened.
Well, I had to do it
We just
manually,
talked over
though. What the hell? Come on,
Talked
sound
over it.
effects. I put a lot of work and money into the stupid sound effects. Damn it. All right. Do you have
They
no
were,
idea
they
how
were
hard it is?
there.
Do you have no idea how hard to set up sound effects in this stuff? Damn
Oh,
it.
it's a pain in the ass.
Huge. All right, Zavroski, back to you, baby.
He stabs the one biting at him, but
More rat kebabs. No.
just they are all over his face. He's like, and he just throws one off his face instead of being able to stab one properly.
All right. They bite you back. Oh, they do bite you back. Uh-oh,
Jesus.
Zavroski. You're getting... Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Cool shit. Zavroski, these rats are eating your ass. Whoo.
Damn.
All right.
I didn't notice that they do 2d6 damage before.
Yeah.
They just rolled real low on my first hit.
Cole.
You rolled exactly
Dear
5.
Can't hit Cole.
They
You
can't get
should
through
roll
that
those
tough
low ones
skin.
against me. Come on.
And Jake can't hit Jake with a 12. All right. Back to Cole. Come on, baby. The rats are everywhere.
Jake's got the weave on his
no
side
swing.
now.
Oof. 14.
14. Whoops. What's their AC? If I was an AC. Oh, yeah. Easy hit. Yeah. More dead
Sweet.
rats.
Or another 10.
All right. That is 11. It's almost at half health. All right. Going
That's
down.
Cole's turn.
That's it. All right, Jake.
More daggers.
Come on,
More
Jake.
rats on the daggers, flinging rats off as he stabs new rats onto the next dagger. And Nate's probably not going to do it.
Eight's not gonna do it. Nope.
Oh no, second dagger. There's a 23.
Oh yeah, baby, that's it. Now we're
Sneak
talking.
happen on this one too.
With the sweet
Yep,
2d6.
Sneak attack. 2d6. Bop, bop. I always got to roll a 1.
Oh,
Whenever I
shit.
sneak
And
attack, there's
more.
got to be a 1 in there.
There's one.
Whoops. All right,
Oh, the one.
this swarm is looking bad. Jake, your swarm is looking wounded, baby. These rats are dying off. There's not many left. In fact, they're down to lower damage. Zavroski.
When I was in prison, they made me the rat catcher.
The only thing you were good for.
That's right. I had one job in the prison. I was catching rats, and I did it well.
I guess he just stabs again.
Who would have
at
known that
ones
the
that are all trying
rat
to murder him.
swarms were the way to kill this party? Oh man, this is it from now on.
I
rat
mean, you're only
swarms.
really killing Zav.
Yeah,
Ooh, nice. All right. Damage.
and he's gonna leave it at that yeah, I'll end my turn.
They're down to cure wounds.
All right, swarm of rats. Biting Zavroski. No, misses him that time. All right, it's bound to happen. All right, Cole. There's my sound effects. All right, now we're talking. Cole, you're a miss terribly, but these rats are all over you. They're like walking around trying to figure out. Apparently, they start biting each other or something. I don't know what the hell's going on with these rats, man. These guys are. And Jake, bad round for the rats. Terrible round for the rats. All right, Cole.
Another swing. 11's gonna miss probably.
No, 11 actually hits. Yeah.
What?
You have a +7 to hit.
Yes, I do.
There's so many rats around
Holy
you that it's
shit.
not hard to hit them.
+7 to hit. Jesus Christ.
12 damage.
Damn. All right. Hit again. All right. Looking wounded. What else you got?
Hex warrior, hex blade, guys.
Woo. Guys.
Everything's based off of charisma.
All right, Jake Dean Melshimber. You still got some rats
More
on
rats.
you.
More
Trying
rats.
to eat you.
This is the one I've been going after, I think. Let's just start doing that then. I'm going to go after him. 22.
Yeah, big hit.
And it's also going to have this damage. Yes, no ones.
Oh, man. They're still alive, though.
And dagger number 2 coming in. 13.
Another hit.
That's it. That's all I got.
Still
That's all I
alive. No sneak attack on the second one.
did. No, it's only on
You
one.
only get it once around.
Fair enough. All right. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Zavroski, you get to go.
Yep. He starts calling the rats fiends as he stabs them. Once more.
With feeling.
Rats.
Still haven't gotten half. Oh no. They're
Not
gonna
yet.
murder him now.
Yep. All right, fine. Listen, you probably. Yeah. All right. So the rats clearly beaten. They scatter. Headed back into the dark recesses and cracks in the walls from whence they came.
Does this door open?
The door, well, it does not open on its own.
No. I mean, like if I go over to the door and I turn the door handle and try and open this door, it opens.
You open the door, it opens.
Okay. I'm gonna go let the guys know that we need to hire an exterminator.
Yep. And you notice that you look around at the carnage of all the rats, and you notice that there are many rat bodies in the shape of a single word that says leave.
Yeah, I won't be staying up here anymore. Don't worry. Those rats can have
Acknowledge.
the upstairs until we get an exterminator going on.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you acknowledge the ghost? What the
What
fuck?
ghost?
Jake?
Those were rats. Goddamn rats all over the place. We clearly need an exterminator.
Formed
It's-
into
you know
a-
what it is? You know what it is? I
word.
bet you the guys next door, they fumigated. And when they fumigated, all the rats had to go somewhere and they came here. And that's how we got rats.
So you've been sleeping in here and no rats.
No rats until today. I'm not sleeping up in here anymore.
See, there's a reason why I didn't want to stay in this place, clearly.
Clearly, it's got a rat problem. I can
And
understand.
are you saying that the rats just died happenstance in something that says leave, Jake?
Hey, I don't know how smart rats are. Do you know are you an
We
animal
killed them.
biologist? Right, but are you a biologist? I don't
Do
know
they
how
start
rats
moving
react.
into words after you kill rats?
Maybe they do. Maybe rats have that specific trait that when you kill them, maybe these are intelligent city rats, and when you
Jake,
kill them, they were like leave because the rest of
Jake,
the rats
you-
want to live in peace.
You are being unreasonable.
I'm being absolutely reasonable.
come on.
Maybe in ghosts is
Eh,
unreasonable.
Did you
At
touch
least
those books?
consider it. At least consider it.
I don't know what books you're talking about. I'll consider that there's dead bodies in the house. I'm in on that part of it.
That they're causing all this weird shit.
Well, they probably attracted the rats. Yeah, dead bodies are going to attract rats. And bugs of other kinds, too.
Ah, man, it's wild.
I'm having too much fun.
So, Elona, where were you going, Elona, in the meantime?
Talking to my lady love and her mob boss.
Oh,
friend.
yeah. So they are, in fact, they are in the yawning portal in the afternoon, at least. They're hanging out there, and they're actually sort of hunched over. They seem to be pretty intense as you walk in, and they don't even notice you as you approach the table until you get to the table. And like, whoa, oh, hey, oh, sup, Elona?
Elona's gonna sit down.
Yagra looks at you, smiles, and says, "Hi, Elona. Nice to see you."
Did it get warm in here? Shit. So I thought about it.
Yeah. Thought about it? You know, I've thought about it too, but I don't think we should talk about it here.
Oh, well, not that, but now I'm thinking about that. If you're free tonight, you can come back to the manor. But no, I was thinking about your offer.
Like looks up, he's like,
Is there a problem?
no, no problem.
Because if there's a problem, we can go outside and we can take care of it really fast.
Really? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's how it works when I punch you in the fucking face.
Elona, look, there's no need for punching here. You are among friends.
Whatever. Anyway, what I was saying is I thought about your offer, and I will join you. But if you tell Jake I break your kneecaps.
Yeah, sort of.
But I mean like any of them. Like if you tell Jake or Cole or Zavroski, I break your fucking kneecaps. No questions asked. Kneecaps gone. Like you won't even have kneecaps. They'll be shattered.
He looks at you. He's like, Elona, no need to break any kneecaps here. As I said, you're among friends. Really, no.
Well, you better not give me a reason to break your fucking kneecaps. Is all I'm saying.
He sort of kind of looks at Yagra. She's like,
That laugh! I am immediately not turned on anymore. That laugh should never have happened. Oh god.
Oh my god,
she's
that
a
laugh.
low charisma half orc. What do you want? That's exactly.
Drier than the Sahara Desert.
And Davil says, you know, Elona, I like your style. I do. I think we could definitely use an attitude like yours, but don't go too crazy because at least this faction of the Zentarum, we like to keep things low key. We are trying to make.
What about me does not scream low key?
Yeah, right. So we are trying to make money.
Everything.
All of me.
We are in this business to make money, not whatever else might be happening, right? So we are maximizing profits.
Make money by punching people with good.
Yes, no, that's not actually the best way to make money. Come to find out, turns out the less you punch people, the more money you can make. We've figured this out.
Already sounds like a horrible thing.
You've come to me. Look. Don't get me wrong.
You were the one who approached me first to figure out your little murder problem.
Yes. And you did. And that was amazing. Yes, absolutely. Look, in fact, fair enough. You.
Yes. I, Elona, Danger, Sarah.
Who can be distracting for 1 minute?
Danger.
Hold on.
Said Danger was my middle name last session.
To Danger. Look, yes. No.
Now it's canon.
We could definitely use you. So, yeah, sure, of course. I mean, you're in.
Any is the appropriate term.
Any friend of Iagra's is a friend of mine, and you're there. So,
Did I get one of those cool tattoos?
you can absolutely get one of those cool tattoos. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Look, I know a guy down in
guy.
the dock ward, and you go there and you tell him you want the flying snake, and he will put it on you anywhere you like.
Good to know.
Yep. Sold. All right.
I want one of those tattoos.
You can have whatever.
You're in. But look. We want to lay low, right? Because there's a lot of shit going on in town right now. And look, you know you got the Xanathar, but you know about Manchun, right? You found out about him, like we talked about him already.
Delicious pork.
Mm.
No, you don't.
Let's just say, if I maybe forgot,
Right. Okay. All right.
maybe
Look.
maybe explain this to me like I'm 4.
Yeah, and he sort of glanced at Iagra, and she's like, ugh. He's like, all right, look, here's how it's happening, right? So, Waterdeep's got some gang shit going on, right? And things are kind of crazy right now because something really pissed off the Xanathar guys, and they have been coming at us hard. But the problem is that, you see, there are a couple of factions of Zentarum in town, right? So there are our guys, right? The Zentarum, and we're here. We're making money. We're making it hand over fist. We know how to make money in this town, right? But then you've got Manchun, and this character is fucking it all up for us, right? Because all they seem to want to do is fight and fight and fight.
Maybe I should go talk to them.
Tell you what, if you can find an in with the Manchun and get those guys out of our hair, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. So, the problem is, Manchun, well, do you know who Manchun is, right?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. So, as an ancient sorcerer, he's kind of an unknown commodity. So, finding him and finding he's tricksy. He's a tricksy hobbit. But if you find you find out about him, you let us know. In the meantime, we'll let you know if we need you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Hey, Elona, it's good to have you on board.
I know.
I like her style. Don't you, Iagra? Yes, I do.
That laugh, I can't get over the fucking laugh that happened. Just, I can't. All right. And then Elona will make her way to the tattoo guy.
All right. Yeah. So you can have you can have for free, you can have a flying snake tattoo any way you'd like a flying snake tattoo.
In between my shoulder blades.
That
Hidden
big?
enough to where my party won't know.
All right.
But yeah, no. Not huge, but just in between the shoulder blades, like that big.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Make sure you note that on your character sheet that you are permanently tattooed with the flying snake and where it is located.
Hell yeah.
Listen, skin can be cut off. Nothing's permanent.
Yeah, that's true.
What? Wait. But that's okay. Fine.
And then I'll make my way back to the Troll Skull Manor.
30. What the hell's going on in text? What are you guys doing in text? Oh my god.
Bees, what are you doing? Bees.
Bees did caps lock in it.
That's what it is.
Bees
Caps
are
lock.
fired.
Caps locks is not cool here. We don't allow it.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you, bees?
Okay, so you guys, let's see, you have a tattoo, you have that. Okay, and so another day passes in Waterdeep.
Have I heard back from Staggett yet? About the Kethos thing that's happening this morn that I have to deal with, or is he just leaving me out?
Oh yeah. You guys actually, you do actually. You have a guy, street guy that kind of comes in, and he comes into the tavern, and he's like, I need a drink.
We're not serving anybody yet.
Yeah. Well, then I'm leaving.
Make sure to come back when we're open.
Yeah. Thanks. And he, as he's walking, he kind of looks around. He's like, he walks out. He's like, Staggett sends his regards, and he stumbles out of the tavern.
I don't know what that means. I asked the man multiple questions, and I don't know what a nod in regards
That
means.
doesn't surprise me for Staggett.
You only asked him one question.
Goddamn boomers!
You're right.
He's letting you know that he knows the information that you sent him. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Fair, but now I don't know if there's a bust going down or not, and that's what I really need to know.
Well, to be fair, you said to treat you just like any other criminal,
fair
so
enough.
you
Let's
wouldn't
do it.
know if there was
Let's
a
go.
bust going on,
Let's
Jake.
do it then. I just want to make sure it's worth his time. I don't know that the honey is worth his time unless there's something else in the honey.
He did
It's
say it was
wish.
special honey.
It's wish.
It's
Nothing but wish.
pure wish honey.
Glittery honey.
So you guys,
Sparkle
let's see.
honey.
Next day,
Yeah.
anybody got
I
anything
mean, I'm
happening?
headed to Dock 15 in the Blue Ward.
You're going to Dock 22 in the dock ward. You son of a bitch.
No, I think it's going to Dock 15.
And
Isn't it Ward 13?
Isn't it
All right.
Ward 13 by the Blue Docks?
let's see. So you guys
22,
continue
22:13.
the ward. All right. Oh, geez. All right. Workers. Okay. So the next day, this is the day that Jake is supposed to be going to meet the guys at Dock 67 during the heist.
Dock 69.
The in this day.
Ward 420.
Yep. Apparently, there is the guys that are working down in the basement come out screaming, rats! They come out screaming, and you guys go down there, and the place is empty. And they basically say, "We're done. We're not working here any longer. This place is haunted, and it is a danger to our crews. We're done. We're out."
Pretty
the
sure
work-
you got paid, though, so
The
you're
work
not.
the work crews are apparently going on strike. Or
We're gonna need
leaving.
to go talk to the manager.
Break some knees.
Everybody get your Karen on.
Elona can make the best Karen. It's called threatening people's safety.
Well, who are you going to talk to?
The guy that's in charge of getting the workers here.
Oh,
Broccoli.
Broccoli?
Yeah, broccoli.
It's Broccoli!
That's what I said.
All right, so you guys
That's what he
go.
said.
You guys go talk to Broccoli. It's like, oh, my troll skull friends. Well, great to meet you. How's things?
Yes, your workers just quit.
Quit. Why did they quit?
Well,
Does it
That's
matter?
crazy.
they just quit and they've been paid.
Is this?
So,
well, they
You
have
need to get another.
Well,
You
we're
need to get another crew in there.
we're paying. Wait, what? Look. I keep hearing this stuff about the place being haunted. You guys said the place is haunted. What's going on here? You can't expect guys to work in unsafe conditions. If they're gonna get injured, no one's gonna work there. What's happening, guys? Come on, talk to me.
We told you in the beginning that this place is haunted. That
How
was
are we
part
s-
of the warning.
How are we supposed to fix a place that's attacking us? Can't you guys fix it? Can't you guys do the haunting, like fix the haunting thing?
We are working on that, but while that is happening, we need to get this place fixed.
Look, you guys are going to have to fix this whole ghost thing. If the ghost is going to try to kill everybody that comes in there, what am I supposed to do?
All right, put your workers on hold,
Yeah?
but they will finish this house.
Oh, don't you worry. You guys fix the haunting. Broxley will get this job finished. Broxley starts a job. Broxley finishes a job. That's how
Why
this
are
works.
you speaking in the third
Good to
person?
know, Broxley.
That's how Broxley talks. Sometimes.
You weren't talking like that at all until right in this moment. Are you okay?
This is why I can't do
Did
a
you get
voice
hit in the
actor.
head?
Because No, I'm just talking about how people talk about Broxley. You know, when Broxley talks about Broxley, then other people Broxley.
Same.
But Broxley.
Sorry, Roy. Sorry for ruining your third-person character.
It's
Why can't I have nice things?
I know
you're
why I
playing
can't
with
have nice things. All right, so Broxley says that you guys have to fix the haunting.
Did
All right, so I
Cole
will-
find that priest?
Did I find a temple
Oh,
Yeah, you can totally find a
sure.
temple.
for a cleric?
Sure, yeah. There is a temple to what's his name? The god of the
Rainier.
dead. No.
Tor.
No.
Lord,
Gillette.
Like
the Storm
races.
Lord.
Best man can get.
Chuck Norris. Jesus. Thor.
What's his name? No.
Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Great Odin's Raven.
No. Come on.
The Raven Queen.
Zool.
Joaquin?
And like that's why shouldn't you know something about this? Cause you sugar mama.
Yes, but I'm not a
Agma?
cleric. I'm a
Merkel?
warlock.
You could know something
Merkel,
about
the
it.
god of death?
Mama.
Timora. It's Timora.
Goddess of luck?
Taylor.
Gone. Gone.
Oh wow, I'm
Cthulhu.
seriously drawing a blank on this.
Which
Cthulhu.
god are
I
you
agree
looking
with you,
for?
Cthulhu.
It K. It starts with a K.
Kellenvor?
Ford.
Kellenvor. God, thank you. Yes. Kellenvor is sort of widely regarded as a deity that can help with things like that. You could go to the Church of Kellenvor, or one of the churches of
Sweet.
Kellenvor.
I'm going to go try to find a cleric at the Temple of Kellenvor. Anybody want to join me?
Sure.
I'm not there, I don't think so.
Man. Thank you, John.
have
I
the
appreciate. Yeah,
information on the
I
books.
was seriously drawing. I know it's.
I just googled all the names of gods, so.
Oh, thank you. I know it was K.
Like
I was
a
like
true
K
bard.
something. Like, man. Yes. Sorry.
Wait, so
No,
to
Kellenvor is
clarify,
a.
did Jake tell us where he was going, or is he going alone to the dock?
You guys know Kathos was there. You guys were standing right there. You guys
Right, well,
didn't
then
ask any
Elona would-
questions.
Alona would go with Jake,
All right.
not leaving him alone.
That's at
You
night,
want-
though, right?
Yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
it still during the day right now?
No,
I
I,
thought
thought
that was
the
at night.
dock thing was in the morning.
I also thought it was in the morning.
No, the doc. You're supposed to meet them at dusk of this day.
Oh, dusk of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like
I
sunset.
thought for
Yeah,
some reason I
sunset,
heard
yeah.
dawn. Oh, was
No.
dawn the first time that I skipped out on? Maybe. I don't know.
Not
I
sure.
thought it was dawn. Either way.
All right. So you are able to, Cole, find a Temple of Kellenvor. Pretty easy. It's a big deity here in Waterdeep, and you can go to that temple.
Excellent. Do I see any
Yeah, sure.
any
Lots of
clerics?
lots
some
of
priests?
acolytes, clerics. Sure. It's easy to find. You know.
All right. I would pull one aside and excuse me, sir. I'm looking for the leader of this temple.
The leader.
Yes.
Oh, well, he may be indisposed. Surely I can help you, friend.
Well, I'm looking for someone that is a strong cleric in the path of Kellenvor.
Oh, well, there are many of those here. What specifically is troubling you?
We have found some books that carry the souls of children, and we would like to help them cross to the other side.
This is interesting. Very interesting. Books that contain the souls of children. Show me these books.
I cannot. They are stuck where they lay.
I see.
They do not move. They do not budge. But on contact, you hear the cries and the joys of children.
Interesting.
It's all mixed together. You know. You can't really tell what's what.
Yes, very interesting. Very interesting.
And my friend here cast the identify spell on these books and was able to discern that they are like containers for these souls.
Yes, 3 containers for 3 children's souls, but they are all bound together and cannot be separated or moved.
It seems that you may need more powerful magic. You know, there is. We do
This
have.
is why I wanted to speak to your leader.
Yes. Oh, it would take our leader. For there is the ultimate magic that can find the lore and any legends associated with any item. But this is powerful magic, friend. And these services do not come cheaply.
Pray tell, how much would this cost us?
To have him come there and cast a spell for you, well, it would require a donation in the amount greater than 500 dragons.
A lot of platinum.
Wow.
This is a significant spell. Only a small handful of priests may cast it.
Well, may I ask? There is also hauntings that happen in this place,
Yes.
and I don't think it's connected to these children. I think it's something else, but it's also in this place. Is there somebody that can do like an exorcism
Or
or
a priest and a young priest.
Maybe you should check seers. There are many seers around town that could be had for much cheaper prices.
do you know one in particular that would be agreeable to this situation?
I do, in fact. I do, I think. Come, friend. Walk with me.
Come,
Yes,
Zavroski.
And
Joins?
he says, yes, if you go to the trade ward, there is a certain stall, and there is and she's an old woman, and she sells mere trinkets, but let me assure you, she is wise beyond compare. She has seen things most of us have not. She may be able to help you with this. She is interested in these things, and she is said to be able to commune with spirits.
What is this woman's name?
Her name is
Esmeralda.
Agatha.
We.
And what does she look like? How will we be able to tell who she is?
Yes. Well, if you go to the trade
Does she
ward,
have a store name?
I do not know the name for sure, but you can find her. Look for she sells things. The name is something, the color, the
Charcoal?
charcoal. No, char the it's like a pink.
Chartreuse?
Chartreuse. Yes. The look for the chartreuse. How do you say it?
Chartreuse. I mean, I have a bit of an accent, so it's going to sound weird.
Yes, chartreuse. Look for the chartreuse unicorn. It is there. It is a shop there in the trade ward, and she's there. Agatha is there, and I believe she could help you.
Well, brother, what is your name?
My name is Heldred.
Yes, Brother Hildred, I thank you for your help.
You are
And
welcome.
Zavroski will also bow to him.
I assume you will be making a donation in the name of our deity.
Absolutely, and I'll give him 5 dragons.
Ooh.
Oh, I thank you, but do not give this to me. And he takes over to the donation box. He donates him there. He says, I thank you for your help, friends. And
Oh no, we thank you for the help. We
yes.
have been trying to solve this problem for a while, and any help that you give us is more than where we were. So thank you.
Yes. Well, anytime you need any help, you come back to the Church of Kelimdor.
We will. You were very helpful.
Yes. Well, farewell, friends.
Goodbye.
All right. So, next plans. Oh, jeez. No, it's not.
Well, we can do the seer, or we can jump to Jake's.
Yeah, we can either
Encounter
help
with-
Jake or try to find the seer. What do you feel like? doing?
I want to do both. So if we have enough time for the day, do the seer. If not, we can just.
Yeah,
If we all want to just jump to.
if it's getting close to dusk, we'll head to go back up Jake. If not, if there's time, we'll check out the seer.
Jake would
All right.
Jake would probably what's the word I'm looking for? Not want you guys to come along for this.
I mean, I heard what was going on.
Well, yeah, but I don't have a problem with you guys knowing what's going on, but I mean, this could be dangerous. You guys could be get into trouble, and it could be trouble with the law, and I don't want to put you guys in that way because of me. See, I already lost Elona for 6 years, and I lost a close friend for 6 years of my life, and I don't really want to have that happen again.
Why
you would
don't
know.
we stay a few blocks away in case something happens?
Yes, in case.
And then you can run
we can
towards
be there to back you up.
us if they try to hurt you.
And Elona's response would be tough shit. She's going with you.
Zavroski, your plan's agreeable. I just don't have the energy to argue right now. It's been a long day.
Shall we wait at a few warehouses away from this one, and then you know where we are if you need some backup? Do you have a phrase or maybe a loud? You have your pistol. You could fire your pistol if you need help.
I'm trying to keep that on the down low, but
Especially if the law is there.
How else are you going to signal us to come help you?
Yeah. I'll do the Raven's cry.
All right.
Raven.
We'll listen for the Raven's cry. Otherwise, we'll have an uneventful night. Do you play dice, Cole? Maybe we can play some dice while we wait.
Actually, I have a dice set with me right now.
Hey,
If you'd like to play.
Well, I don't want to wear out the game before we start our wait for Jake.
So wait, to clarify, does Jake want Elona to stay with Cole and Zavroski, or is he okay with her going with him?
Elona more than anyone, he wants to stay out of this.
Yeah,
no, he'll straight up explain why.
I know.
Yeah, but
but
I see a scene where Cole.
No, I want this played out. I want this conversation to happen.
All right, so the camera opens on a scene. It is dusk. In fact, the sun has set, and it's past dusk at this point. Jake has gone off.
Choose your words wisely, Jake.
Jake has gone off to meet his friends, and the scene opens up some ways away as Cole and Zavroski are throwing dice, and Elona is sitting, arms crossed, sullen, staring off at the ending light of the day, contemplating why she's here with Cole and Zavroski as opposed to with Jake, where she belongs. Did I capture that okay? Is that okay?
Oh, I thought Jake and I were actually going to argue.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
thought
no.
we were going for their conversation.
I'm sorry. Okay, close that scene. That scene's out.
That's what's going to happen in 2 minutes.
My bad. All right, sorry. So we are, and sorry, hours earlier, we are at Troll Skull Manor, and
Setting up the future scene.
Zavroski.
Now we know the outcome. We're doing it Tarantino
No, we
style.
don't. No, we
Tarantino
don't
style.
know the outcome.
Zavroski and Cole are at a table, and Zavroski broaches the question. What was the question you had?
Do you have dice?
I do have dice.
And as they
dice while
do,
we wait.
we see at another part of the bar,
idea.
Elona, arms folded, angrily looking at Jake as Jake explains to her what?
That I don't want her to be a part of this. It's not something that she needs to involve herself with, and it could be dangerous, and not in the like we're gonna get to fight something dangerous. It's gonna be dangerous, like you're gonna go back to the monastery or worse, kind of dangerous.
But it's always been us against literally everyone else. When have I ever given a fuck where I was going to go if we got in trouble?
But you got to understand, in this situation, I can protect you, unlike I did 6 years ago when you went away to the monastery, and that was my fault. That's on my shoulders, Alona.
It was,
We
both chose
my idea to go to get the persimmons. We both know that it was my idea to go to the persimmons. All right.
It was your
And
idea.
so that the whole weight's been on my back this whole time. I'm not going to do you wrong like that again, Alona. I'm not going to send you away to some monastery.
But I'm not going to sit here and watch you get your ass beat by someone or get yourself in trouble if I can't do anything.
That's why you'll be with Zavroski and Cole, watching my back from a distance. You'll be there
you know just as well as I do that when shit hits the fan, you don't have time to caca, motherfucker.
Okay. That's true. That's true. It might not happen like that, but I can handle myself now. I can handle myself now.
How did I
and
put
you know
a tab on that? That's awesome.
Welcome, everyone. I really just wanted this argument so I could say caca, motherfucker.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's just better if you stay with Cole and Zavroski.
But what happens if you can't handle yourself?
I'll be able to handle myself.
But what happens if you can't?
Then I'll
die.
Give you guys to fall back on.
You won't.
Zavroski's got magic. He can heal.
You know, Jake. You won't have enough time. You know you won't. Just let me.
There's always enough time. I make time. I control time. I'm a time wizard now. You don't know.
I'm a time lord.
I'm a time wizard now.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck you were doing with the black staff to allegedly get like time powers, but I don't believe you for a second.
I'll show the mage hand off. Listen, look, I can move stuff with my mind now. Invisible mage hand, moving stuff with my mind, but it's just the mage hand.
That is really cool. However, don't distract me.
I've got crazy powers now. I'm just showing that I've got crazy powers now, and everything's going to work out
right now.
I can't make time stop. I haven't gotten to that level yet. That's like top echelon. That's top echelon magic.
Just let me be somewhere near you. I don't have to be standing right there, but 6 warehouses down isn't going to do anything.
So you'll be 3.
No, that's still not going to be enough. Jake, for the
We're
love
only going
of God.
to be 2 warehouses down, guys.
Well, there you go. See?
Elona doesn't know numbers, bitch.
There you go. See? Cool's just working everything out. It's 2
1,
warehouses
6,
away.
2, I don't
You'll
know.
be able to see me. Eyesight the whole time. You could hop, skip, and a jump to get to me. It'll be that easy.
Yeah, and by the time I do that, your throat will be slit.
You don't know that. You can't possibly know that. You can't see the future.
How many times have we gotten into fights?
Yeah, but recently, my new stats. You can't go by my old batting record, all right? My old batting record is based on different training and different whatever that word is.
Yes.
Those, yes.
I was a different person. Look at these abs. Look at these goddamn abs. You don't get that just from sitting around. Work that shit out. I can handle myself.
If you get into any trouble, I don't care what, I will fix it for you, and then I will tell you I told you so.
You have every right. You have the full "I told you so" rights. I'm
Shake
giving you full "I told you so" rights.
Shake
That's
on
not
it.
something I hand over easily.
Take on it. I know
Shake
that's
it.
not something you hand over.
Shake it.
Perfect. Fine.
I don't like to be told "I told you so."
Yeah, I know you
I like to be the one that gets to say "I told you
Yeah,
so."
I know you do.
It's a huge hit to my ego.
I understand. Your ego is huge. Fine, but I will be watching you the entire time.
That's all I said. That's fine.
I will reluctantly go to the fucking warehouse with Colin Zavroski and be very
Zavroski
upset about it.
Is disguised.
That's his pirate character.
He does, yeah. He's gonna do the pirate character.
No!
Yes! Arr!
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 Woo!
Yeah! Arr!
And he tells Cole that maybe he wants something. He asks Elona, "Do you want anything in case you don't want to be recognized, or are you fine?"
Cole's just
Give
gonna
you a fancy hat like this one, or maybe
Elona seems to be pouting, staring at.
Well, just let me know if you want anything in case you don't want to be seen as yourself in case the law's around or
I
something.
want to be seen as myself because I want people to stay the fuck away from Jake.
All right.
Right.
So.
Hurry in here, Jake.
Zavroski asks
Right
Cole
here?
what their
I'm hurt right here.
story should be
Right
for
here.
the warehouse.
It's all gonna work out.
Hey,
Maybe we can either say that we are watching the place here, or that might be a bit iffy because I don't know anything about the warehouse we'll be near. Like I always like to go back to just getting some inspiration for the next big play. We are guards, bored out of our minds, waiting, guarding a warehouse
or
Which is
we
for our
warehouse
next
that's empty.
scene. And
We
it's
could
always good
just-
to get inspiration from the
oh,
place we're at.
this is fantastic for your acting, but in situations like this, research should take the back side. You know, it
Right? No,
should
no, we're not
be-
actually doing the research. I'm just saying if someone comes and asks us what we're doing,
We punch him in the face.
not that. Probably.
or we just
We
send
knock
them
him
away
unconscious.
before Elona hurts them.
All right. So you guys are a block away watching the warehouse. And you guys are way down on the dock wards. So this is all down on the docks and all the ships.
Paint that picture, Roy. Paint the picture.
Yes. So the with the setting of the sun, as the night comes in, the fog comes back. So it's a sort of foggy night, and you guys are hanging out, watching the warehouse. You're not too far away, but it is.
Is the fog obscuring?
It is. The fog is obscuring, not terribly, but
Okay.
To-
I would like to move our group closer to where we can get a clear sight.
Yeah, if I don't get to see Jake, we're not staying there.
all right. So you're gonna. That's fine.
Things are going bad.
You can get closer. I'm gonna need stealth checks from the three of you.
Perfect.
Cool.
I love that. I love it so much. Fuck me.
Am I with the honey?
10.
22.
All right. So Jake, you actually go down to the docks, and you're sort of sitting down to the docks as you're used to, right? You're like, okay, hanging out, and then you're like, hey, Jake, and you look over, and there's your buddy, and you're like, all right, fine. So you guys kind of hang out at the docks, and you kind of watch as ships are unloaded. You know, this is in the evening. It's like the last of the trade of the day. The ships are being unloaded, goods put into warehouses and such, and you guys hang out watching as the last of this particular ship's goods are brought into this warehouse. And
So I'm literally just chilling with Kethos at the docks,
yeah.
watching the honey
He-
get
he can-
unloaded? Okay.
you know, just for like the last minutes, as you guys are kind of hanging out in the shadows, of course, yourselves as well. And he's like, hey, that's what we're looking for.
What?
Yep, that's what we're looking for. That's it. And look, he points over to the warehouse. That's it. So let's let things settle down. Then we'll make our move. Hold on, just everybody chill.
Wait, what's going on? What are we doing? What?
We're waiting. We're just waiting. Just chill, Jake. Just chill. Jake, you know your role in this. You got nothing to do, brah. You just hang out here. You sit tight. Just,
Okay, I thought you said I had to get ready for something. I'm
No.
sitting here-
All right.
All
We'll
right.
handle.
You're talking
we'll
about getting ready and shit.
We'll handle all this. You just be chill, Jake.
Okay. I'm chill.
All right. So
I'm chill as
the-
the sea. I'm chill as an iceberg, man. I'm
So
chill.
minutes upon minutes go by, and the sun sets, and darkness sort of takes over this part of the area. The fog is just sort of starting to roll in. The moon ahead it's a half moon, so it's a bright city, but the fog is starting to sort of obscure things as it comes in from the water. The signal is given, and the group moves in. You guys over there, the three of you, roll me perception check.
Mm.
Is Jake
I'm
figuring out
just
what the fuck's going on?
specifically watching Jake. I'm barely even watching what's going on around him.
Whoa.
I see everything.
I also
Whoa!
see everything. I see everything more than you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're watching Zavroski. The fog is definitely sort of obscuring things a lot.
I'm trying to hide too well, and I can't see through the fog from where I
Yeah,
am.
but you are well hidden on the plus side.
Yep.
And you guys notice as a group goes over, and they sort of almost follow the fog in as they cross the street. A lantern that's open or that's lit near the entrance of one of these places suddenly goes out, and then another lantern goes out, and this whole area of the street is dark.
God damn it, what is Kethos up?
Like,
Yeah.
can I still see Jake, or at least a shadow of
Yeah.
Jake?
Can we-
You
can we-
can, because you have dark vision. Cole, do you have
Yeah.
dark vision?
We all have.
Yep.
Yeah,
Other than
yeah.
Jake.
So you can. So the lights.
I'm the only one in the party that doesn't have dark
The
vision.
lights go out, which means little to you. And it's when the lights go out, you lose the color of the world because remember, dark vision is like a black and white kind of thing. So the color of the world goes out, but you still can see what's actually happening. And they actually come up, and someone comes up and they fiddle with the lock of the door, and this door opens, is pushed aside, and half a dozen of these guys go in to this building. And the guy, Jake, your guy, Calroth, he hangs out there with you, and you guys are just kind of hanging out, chilling out,
Kathos,
watching.
what's going on? Is it? Kathos, you bastard.
What?
I called you a bastard, Kathos. You didn't tell me this was a job. You told me you were bringing in a shipment of honey. That's not what you're doing.
No, Jake, we're taking a shipment of honey.
That's not what you said, and that's gonna be a lot harder to get out of, Kathos.
What are you talking about getting out of? Jake, this is all fine. Look, the fog is here. We're here. There's nothing here. Nobody even knows we're even here. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's hope so, Kathos. Let's hope so, all right? That's all I'm gonna say. Because my name's not gonna get us out of stealing honey.
Honey, Jake, really?
You said honey, man. I trusted you as a man of your word.
And so, as you guys are kind of talking in these whispers,
I just want everyone to know Anna is actually shaking. Like, I am legitimately that upset.
as you guys are sort of talking, you hear this scuffle from within, and these guys come out, and they're carrying these jars of, well, these jars, and it's so quiet. The fog muffles
I hate
sounds. And they come out, and you're like, okay. And Kathos tells you, all right, well then, let's get out of here, shall we?
Yeah,
And-
the sooner the better, man.
Yep. And they take off, and they round the corner. And suddenly,
And-
the sounds of many booted feet come running up. And you hear something,
Jesus
hold!
Christ.
Wipe your falls, hold! As 24 city guards come rushing in from the surrounding areas. They have short swords and spears leveled at all of you guys.
Hands up, don't shoot.
You're shot. I'm standing my ground. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to be political. And these guards descend upon you, and all of these guys like, what? And they scatter. And so there are half a dozen of these guys carrying these small barrels, and they take off, and guards scatter, chasing off after all of them. Kathos, next to you, looks at you, and he says, we have to fight our way out. Jake, come on. And he draws his sword.
I'm not fighting the watch, dude. Are you fucking out of your mind?
It's initiative, Jake.
Whew.
I mean, that's the last thing I'm gonna say before initiative.
All right. So, Jake, what are you doing in this initiative, Jake? What's your plan here?
To the 3 Ds of dodgeball.
If you
5
can
Ds of
dodge a
dodgeball.
wrench,
Well,
you can
3 of them
dodge
now. That's the 3 I'm gonna use.
Which 3?
Caw, motherfucker!
If he caught, Elona is running in.
It's
Okay,
Kakad.
do-
It's Kakad. Yeah, he was
Do
Kakad.
do we know that you were trying
No,
to
and
get
you guys
Kat-
Oh
You
yeah,
see
we
this,
don't know
or-
if you were trying to get the
You don't know.
guard to
You
help.
don't know about the guard
Yeah.
catch thing.
So you guys
Yeah.
are close enough. So what you guys see is that Jake and this guy are standing by this door, right? So you guys move closer. So you were like within probably 30 feet. So within melee or within a round of getting there of Jake and this guy by the door. And then you see these other guys come out the door, and they sort of nod and talk, and then they come out, and then from everywhere comes the City Watch. The City Watch. And
I assume you guys know who the City Watch is.
I
When
know better than to
Kakad-
punch the City Watch.
you
Yes.
do
When I
not
Kakad, I'm just letting you know that shit's going down.
fuck with the City Watch. And so then the guys that are carrying these barrels sort of scatter, and Jake and this guy there, and he pulls out his sword and says, "Come, Jake, let us defend ourselves." Against there's like another. There are 4 City Watch guys left here in this scene. 4 City Watch, Jake, Kareth, and then you guys are a move away. So what are you guys doing?
Jake knows where they were, right?
You know the direction they were in, though. You thought they were like, you think they're a ways away because you were trying to keep them out of the hole.
If you're killing cops, it's every man for himself. Triple move.
Oh shit! Triple move.
I'll use that cunning action, that move, and the action to get to them as fast as possible.
So you're leaving, going to the party.
I'm bouncing. Yeah, well, not direct. I'm not gonna run to the party. I'm gonna run up that way. I'm trying to get away from the watch and separate myself from Kethos. Kethos is gonna be a cop killer. I'm not a cop killer, man. I'll deal with Xanathars myself afterwards. Kethos is gonna kill the watch. Jake's not gonna do that. Xanathar or not, that's just stupid. Kethos is being stupid, and he's not gonna do that. So Jake's out. He'll deal with Kethos and the repercussions of his actions after the fact, but he feels like he can probably explain himself to the Xanathars that Kethos lost his damn mind and went to kill watch members, and I'm not down for that. My name's not going to get me out of killing watch guard.
Yeah. All right. So
he's dashing to us,
And I'm dashing past.
Yeah, we heard the cacaw, so we're running that way.
Yep. And even if she sees Jake, Elona isn't even going to acknowledge him, and she's going to run straight past him.
And do what?
I'm going to go fuck someone up, because Jake was in danger.
Bounce.
And it's going to be Kethos, because she wouldn't punch the guard. She's not that dumb.
All right.
Bounce. Come on, bounce.
Elona, what are you doing? Jake is going that way.
All right, so I want to actually make this a role-play encounter rather than a combat encounter. All right, so fine. So Jake is leaving. Elona hears the call, and she heads there. So you see Jake going this way. Elona, you're doing what? You're going to go turn around and help Jake, or are you going to go...
Does Jake look injured to me? I assume no, because he's not.
I'm cacawing and bouncing. Like, if I see you guys, I'm making it very clear that it's bouncing time.
Jake is clearly like, hey, let's go.
All right, well, Elona has seen the Jake, we're bouncing look before, so we'll follow the Jake, we're bouncing look. So, like, run past him a couple steps and be like, fuck, and then turn around and run with him.
He'll give you that look.
All right.
We are leaving.
We are in shit. Let's get the fuck out.
Let's jump as many fences as we need to.
Yeah. It's cut through the backyards.
Yep. Heavily wooded areas, jumping fences. I don't give a fuck if you dropped your flip-flop, you gotta keep going, kind of a thing.
All right. Jake, the last thing you look, as you look back over your shoulder, the last thing you see is Kareth looking at you, glaring at you. And as he sort of like recognizes what's going on, or at least recognizes that he's alone, and he looks at the city guard, he throws his weapon down to the ground.
I clearly said that he's crazy to him before I bounced.
Yeah, sure.
I did let him know that, like, yo, dude, I'm not down with killing cops. You're fucking crazy. I'm out.
Hold on. What's that quote there? You are...
I'm not down with killing cops. You're fucking crazy. I'm out was the gist of it.
I am not killing cops.
Gist of it, not a cop killer.
Noted.
Jake is a lot of things. Cop killer, not one of them. Especially when he wants to open a cop bar. Like, Kethos is fucking everything up.
Especially because you called the cops there.
Yeah.
Nobody else needs to know that.
This is just a coincidence.
Yeah, shit. You're right.
Hey, somebody in the Xanathars is leaking information. You should probably be worried about finding that information out, Kethos, instead of bothering me.
Well, good luck.
You're bothering me. You got to be worried about a leak in your system, dude.
Oh, you got.
Oh,
Jake.
Lord, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass.
Jake, you're gonna be in trouble,
but it's gonna
man.
be so good though.
This is it's all part of the character.
I am.
Okay?
All right.
Anna, am physically in pain from watching Jake deal with this because he's my G. And the fact Jake was like, no, I want to protect you. You can't go, hurt me on a spiritual level.
Tell you, man, I'm with John. I'm like, God, we need to be more heroes. I'm missing all of that.
I was just like
I thought we were going to be heroes by getting these guys caught. by the law.
I just full undercover cop that situation.
Well, the law definitely closed in, so we'll have to see what I'll have to see.
We gotta see what they were actually stealing.
I hate this.
And who was caught and how much was caught and what was confiscated and
Jake,
what
I
might
hate this.
be some of those repercussions. All right, so Jake, you have successfully gained in Jake have an inspiration because you have successfully.
I already have my max of 3, because I would
Aren't we allowed
Bagor bought me inspiration. I already had 2.
Well, I'm giving you another one anyway, so now you get 4. How about
Alright,
that?
Cool. I'll take it.
Yep.
I'm sitting on 4 inspiration.
I think I have 5.
Yeah, you don't have any in this.
Not
game.
in this game. You have none, Roy.
Oh yeah, no, 5 is max. Max inspiration is 5.
Max is 5. All right.
Yep. All right, so take inspiration for a job well done. You guys all did really well there. That was fantastic. But that part is done. And you guys head back to the manor, I guess?
Yeah, and as we're going, Elona's just gonna turn it. What the fuck was that, Jake?
Everything went according to plan. What are you talking
Running
about,
from the
Elona?
cops is never part of our plans.
I mean, when you're dealing with the Xanathars, running from the cops is like always part of the plan.
It has never been part of any of our plans to run from the cops. We always want to
Listen.
do things without having to have the cops there. Are the cops going to come
I
looking for you
didn't
now?
invite the cops.
Yeah, are the
as far
cops
as I know,
looking
they
for
didn't
you?
see me. As far as I know, they didn't see me. And if they do, I'll deal with that
I
when it
mean,
comes.
did Kethos not say your name out loud?
Pretty sure he said your name out loud.
Listen. Kethos is going to roll on me. That's 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that Kethos rolls on me. But I'll deal with
And
that.
You have a plan for that, I assume?
Well,
yeah,
my
it's called
name.
Stay With Me, Jake, so I can help you.
It's called my name. I've relied on it many times before. And in this case, I'll just have to do it again.
Uh-oh.
No, you can't.
Listen,
No,
in
you
this,
can't.
I'm going to have to. I'm not going to have a choice. Kethos is definitely going to roll on me. That's without a should we know this.
Let me take care of him. I've taken care of
He's-
your problems before. I can do it
mean,
again.
This would be like in-depth assassination because he just got taken in by the watch. Like you're gonna have to kill him under guard of the watch, and that's not gonna be
Not
something
like
that's
the
gonna
watch
be.
would give a fuck.
We'll figure it out. It'll all work out in the end.
You're not leaving my site for the next 3 weeks. I hope you know that.
I mean that's fine, but I feel like the watch is gonna be here by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get in trouble, and I don't know how to help you.
My name will
it's
help
my-
me. My dad
You
will
can beat
help
up the
me.
watch.
Use your fucking name.
In this case, I think I can talk my dad to help me.
I don't think you can. Have you met your father?
Yeah,
Have you met him? Because he's an asshole.
I know, but he doesn't want me to go back to jail again.
Yeah, but he also doesn't want you to use your name. And I feel like knowing your
okay.
dad, he would much rather have your ass back in jail than you using your name again.
So maybe I don't. Instead of using my name, maybe I just talk to Staggett and I explain Kethos is a liar.
Oh, because Staggett's really reasonable.
Staggett's a reasonable
mean,
gentleman sometimes.
Maybe he has a bit more favor with us these days.
See,
but
we've been doing good things, Elona. See, this is part of the
I
thing.
This feels
All part of the plan.
riskier than it should be, Jake. I thought you thought things through a bit more these days.
But one time I agree with Zavroski and it makes me upset, but I'm gonna agree with him.
Listen. It's all part of the plan. Everything's coming together. Pieces are falling into place. It just takes time and trust.
And that's the whole plan. Just run away. You were actually helping Kethos in this situation.
Well, I mean, I thought Kethos was just needed me to help get some honey that he was importing
Right,
in.
that's fair. We did hear that he was getting a
Right.
shipment in. So
I thought it was
you-
a shipment of honey, and I thought that they didn't have their papers. That's what I figured. Was they didn't have the proper papers to bring the honey into the city, and it is honey imported from some other area. Who knows what's going on? And I thought I was going to have to use my name to get the honey through customs. That's what I thought was going on. And that's
Well-
what I explained to Staggett. I'm sure he's a reasonable man, and he'll understand.
Do we need to make some deception
Well,
persuasion
Jake.
rolls?
Well, I guess if
Yes.
you want.
Yes.
I
Up
would
to you
love
guys.
to do
Up
an
to you guys.
insight
You
check.
can buy
I want
it.
to insight check.
I
it.
would
No, no.
love to do an insight
Do I
What-
get
what-
advantage
what do you
with
think
how
I'm
much I
lying
know,
about?
Jake?
What do you think I'm lying about?
So here's how it works, and the way I like to do this is, as a player, I would generally just choose whichever way makes it more dramatic, right? What makes this more fun. If you guys aren't sure where you want to go with that, I'll allow you guys to try to insight versus deception if you want.
What's my deception though?
or you can just say, hey, I rolled with this or whatever. So
I mean, if I don't have to roll, Elona doesn't believe him for a fucking second.
What don't you believe?
I don't believe you, Jay.
What? But what specifically?
That you genuinely thought you were just helping them. Like, that's not something you would genuinely believe. Is that you were just helping them get through customs? Like, that's not something Jay would believe.
He said, honey, you were here when he said
I know he did, but that doesn't mean I believe it.
I believed it. Do I get advantage because I actually believe this and it's not like a pathological?
Do I get advantage because I know Jake?
yes.
I get advantage because I know you. Jake.
You both get it. And so let's just, if you
double
want,
advantage.
Roll Jake,
down.
roll.
if you want to do this, so Jake, go ahead and roll me some perception. Or I'm sorry, deception.
Deception.
And
Oh wait,
then,
he's really charismatic. No, fuck this.
look, this is what he does, Elona. This is,
I hate
Actually,
this.
no, I'm not. Jake's not a deceiver. It's not something
No,
he's
okay,
skilled
that's
in.
fair.
But I'm just.
Zavroski wants to know what he thinks of Jake's words because he has to report on this later and wants to
Oh
get
shit, yeah.
the best info.
Okay, I got a 23.
Fuck me. I can't even get it. I can't even get above
Oh
that.
my
'cause I got
God!
+2.
Oh, Zavroski got a 23. I thought that was your roll. I was like, what? She got a 23 too?
I can't even beat you because I only have a +2 in insight, so I can't even beat you.
wow. So
I
first, you
can't
rolled a lot of 20s tonight.
bitch.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I'll roll, but I can't even.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Cole, you
Zavroski
should-
feels like he's might not be getting the full story, but
No,
he can't.
I believe you completely, Jay.
All right, and Cole, you should
So
roll
I'm
too.
telling
Jake.
the truth. That's
Cool.
why the dice knew that I was telling the truth.
I hate this.
All right. So
We're gonna have to have a conversation in a second.
as you
It's
guys,
just Jake.
You and me alone.
as you guys,
No, I'm not fucking kidding.
You guys reconnoiter back at Troll Skull Manor, and it's late at night, or late at night. By the time that the watch was avoided and you guys got back to town or back to the Troll Skull Manor, it's been late. Jake has given an explanation. He says, "Hey, look, I was just there to move this honey," and you guys are like, "It doesn't seem reasonable because there's a lot of shit going on, but fine, except for Zavroski." And Zavroski, you know that something's happening, Zavroski. You're
I
not
just want
sure.
to point out that at the time that something was happening, Jake was even like, what the fuck's going on?
You're not sure what exactly
That
is
is
going
myself.
on, but you know that Jake is up to something. Something is not quite as simple as Jake would like to make it out to be. You're not sure what exactly because he's as deceptive as you are observant, but something is not quite.
I mean, Zavroski's a great liar and stuff too, so he knows a little bit. Something feels off.
That's the thing. You're not sure what exactly, but something.
There's a lot of truth there, but there's definitely something underlying that truth.
Yeah.
Elona, when Jake goes to bed, Alona's gonna go break into his room and talk to him.
So
She will kick
Roy,
down his fucking door.
He's not
Oh,
sleeping in the attic anymore, so
I don't care where you're sleeping, just kicking down the door.
there's no door to kick down because I'm sleeping on the bar.
That's
Roy,
fine. She'll sit
Cole,
on the
what's
bar.
happening?
the adept gave you
Yeah, you got inspiration.
More? Oh
you
wait,
got
no,
one.
wrong game.
No,
sorry,
you got
sorry.
one for
Yeah,
this
you got
game.
one.
You got
Yeah.
one.
You
Thank
got
you.
one for this game.
Thank you very much. Thank
When
you very
the
much.
others go to bed, when Zavroski leaves and Cole goes to bed, she's gonna grab Jake by the fucking collar and have a nice, pleasant, friend-to-friend conversation with him.
I like it. In fact,
That's
that's
fair.
A very aggressive friend to friend.
That's a
No, it will actually be genuine. If Cole is going to bed and Zavroski is leaving, I'll do it now, but I didn't know if you guys had other things to do.
Oh yeah, Cole is already in the tower.
yes,
that's
Bees,
perfect.
I will build a door just to kick it down.
So this is perfect, actually. So the scene this week, unfortunately, we have to end. The scene
Oh, you're
this
not
week.
even gonna let me talk to him.
The scene this week will close.
Hold that rage.
Hold that rage. The
I need to
scene-
make notes on what I want to say. Is actually what needs to.
Yeah. The scene this week closes as Jake gets into, or you guys all sort of walk into Troll's Skull, and Jake sort of glances at you all and heads his way up to the stairs to his room.
Nope, sleeping on the bar.
Sorry, to the bar.
Could take what would have been Zav's room because Zav isn't here.
I'm not sleeping in any room with rats in this place. I
Okay.
want it wide open, so I have I have 360 view from up on the bar of rats coming at me.
Yeah, Zav probably would have followed back to get all the information and then hopped on a carriage back to his stay.
Back
Gotcha.
to the more
All right,
respectable
so you guys,
location.
in fact, you guys end the night, sort of say your goodbyes on the doorstep of Troll Skull Manor, and Zavroski sort of looks piercingly at
Longingly.
piercingly at Jake, because Zavroski recognizes that a lot of what Jake is saying, something is up, something is absolutely up, but he'll have to find the details another day, perhaps. Fine. And he gets in his dray and they take off. And the others of you go into the Troll Skull Manor and you say your goodbyes. And Cole, you head up the stairs. Anna ostensibly heads up the stairs as well. And the scene closes as the last lantern is blown out. And the last thing we see as the lantern is blown out is Jake laying himself upon the bar thinking, finally some rest. And suddenly, as
Wake up,
Elona
motherfucker.
grabs him by the collar and says,
We need to talk.
And fade to black.
I wonder what they'll be talking about. If you want to find out, next week we are not playing because it's Boxing Day.
Oh wait, no! What the fuck? I have to wait 2 weeks to do this? That's not okay!
It's
You have till next year.
next year. Holy
You're good.
shit! All right.
No!
Tune in next year when we find out. Take
I
notes.
am so
Welcome to my
upset.
world, Anna. Take fucking prolific
This is just
notes.
The first one note that I have is this sticky note.
Look,
and I
send it
have
to
so
me.
much right.
No sympathy. I have 5,000 pages of notes at this point, virtual pages. But anyway, yeah. So next week it's Boxing Day. Oh, and Christmas, and we're not going to stream next week. The week after the New Year, which I think will be Gen 2nd, Gen 2.
Jan 2, yep.
Jan 2.
All right, Jan 2, we are on. So, Jan 2, we are going to find out what Elona is so desperately needing to talk to Jake about. And
We have an
more
idea.
sticky notes. So, there's all the sticky notes. All the sticky notes are going to be there.
There's
Those would be
yarn
fantastic.
everywhere.
Huh? I'm on my fourth one.
Wow, that's good. That's good. You should do that. All right. To all our friends watching, thank you so much for joining
Happy
us.
holidays, Happy New Year's.
Happy holidays, Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever applies to you. Please take
Have a
it
crazy Christmas.
in heartfelt hearts. Is that a thing?
Yes. Yes, sure.
Sure. Hearts
Sorry.
come from my chest.
We'll see you on Discord for the next 2 weeks. And Jan 2nd is our next episode where we'll find out what's happening.
Be there or be square.
Until then,
Nerd out!
oh, you guys are fucking amazing!